welcome back to Premier League Dad. How are we all doing? My name is Kee. We are live for the start of the Premier League season. We're back. Liverpool against Bournemouth. Live at Anfield, the champions. And Liverpool have just made a new signing as well, by the way. We've just signed Giovanni Leone from Parma, from Serie A. The next Maldini. He's chosen number 15 because that was the shirt number that he wore when he first came through. So he's very much looking forward to playing with his idol, Virgil van Dijk. And, just so looking forward to just being back. Watching Premier League footy. Premier League footy. Jay, is Isak playing? He's not, mate. No, he's not. But he ain't playing for you lads either. He'll be playing for us. He'll be playing for us soon. Whatever the game is for Liverpool after the Newcastle one. We've got you lads next week, haven't we, at St James's Park. So after that one, I would imagine. But yeah, Friday night football, Premier League football, you love to see it. United Forever says, I can see Liverpool 3-1 win. Jay, all banter, mate. Is right. Yeah, no, mate, all good. They're doing a tribute to Jota. And I can't even watch this stuff. His missus is here tonight, by the way, and his kids, they're going to be coming out onto the pitch before the game. So, it's one of, do you know what? And it's sad. It's so sad that it doesn't even feel like enough time has passed. It's really... They're showing a tribute, and it's going to be a big tribute, I would imagine, over the next sort of hour in the build-up to the game. And Liverpool have got Forever 20 on the bottom of our shirts for the remainder of this season. Maybe beyond that, I don't know. There might be a tribute beyond that, but certainly, maybe the best thing for us to do is handle this situation like Jota. It didn't matter if he was talking to me, to his teammates, or to the staff. Diogo was always himself. If we want to laugh, we laugh. If we want to cry, we're going to cry. We will always carry him in our hearts and in our thoughts wherever we go. That's Arne Slot's words ahead of today's game. I'm getting a bit choked up now. Nothing seems to be important, but if we think of what has happened, nothing seems to be important if we think of what has happened. But we are a football club. We need to train and we need to play again. Yeah. And we talked about that a little bit on the channel, didn't we? We did talk about that. It's fact that, you know, one of the sad but beautiful things about life is that life goes on, right? Life goes on, life continues. And, yeah. We're here today, gone tomorrow, in the blink of an eye. And tomorrow, you know, we might not be here again. So listen, enjoy today, enjoy the game. And don't let that stop you laughing and all that other stuff that goes on. Jordan, good to see you. Sam McNeil, how's it going? 1-1 tonight is my prediction. We made a tifo for him, mate. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Again, I'm expecting pretty much every Premier League team will do something really, really nice for Diogo Jota. Certainly Wolves, obviously, where he was before. But I would imagine a lot of Premier League teams are going to do sort of a nice tribute the first time we play them. And Wolves, obviously, whenever Wolves, because he was a Wolves player too, of course. We haven't yet got the lineups. We have got the lineups. Have we got the lineups? No, we've not got the lineups. There's no lineups in just yet. As soon as we get the lineups on, we've got to have the lineups. Surely the lineups are out. Surely the lineups are out. Right, I'm not ignoring your Twitter, by the way. Let's get talking about tonight's games. Let me get your predictions in, by the way. I want to get your predictions for tonight's game. How do we think Liverpool line up? How do we think Bournemouth line up? Is Diakite going to play, the new signing for Bournemouth at the back? Mark Russell, which British teams are in the Champions League? Which British teams are in the Champions League? Liverpool, City, Chelsea, Arsenal, Spurs, Newcastle, And up to this point, possibly Rangers and Celtic, who are still in the qualifying rounds. So, yeah, possibly another 6 or 8. Do you think the Jota situation is affecting Salah and Van Dijk? I think it'll be affecting all of the Liverpool players, but in different ways and at different times in the season. Like, one of the funny things about grief, isn't it? That it doesn't always hit you straight away. It sometimes hits you a month, 2, 3 months down the line. You don't actually always get it all in one go, and it's just like it's described as waves, isn't it? It comes and hits you at different points. So I do expect that the loss of Diogo Jota will be felt by his teammates, by the fans, by everyone connected with him in the club at different points throughout the season. So yeah. Ben, kickoff's only at 8. 2-1 or 3-1 win for us, but Bournemouth to score first. Oh, we think there's going to be a shock start. Sam McNeil, too early for him, mate. Bad Pup says, my first Premier League stream makes a change from the wonderful Scottish game. Oh, I was going to say, I was gutted about Dundee United and Hibs throwing it away yesterday. The Scottish teams really let us down yesterday, but what can we do? But good to have you. Good to have you back on the stream, Pup, as always. Reese, I'm going 3-1 Liverpool, and one player will do the PlayStation controller celebration. TikTok, Hibs qualified, though. Did they? I thought Hibs got knocked out. Someone told me Hibs got knocked out. And then I went downstairs. And I was told that Hibs got knocked out. Did Hibs not get knocked out? Oh, well, okay. Well, that's fine then. They threw it away, though, didn't they? They had it wrapped up and then did it end up going to penalties or extra time? There's people in the chat and everything were telling me that they were getting knocked out. Johnny Goodwin, I'm listening from Thailand. Bars shut. Oh, God, don't say that. My father-in-law's desperate to move to Thailand. Not for any insidious reasons, I should say. But he wants to move to Thailand. Or he's looking to move to Thailand in future, I'm sure. But, yeah. If there's bars shutting down, I'm not sure he'd... I'm not sure he'll be up for that. Needs a bar close by, definitely. TikTok and Dundee United were 2-0 up and lost on pens. I know, mate. Yeah, we watched that one. We watched that one on the channel last night. Dundee United against Rapid. Really disappointing finish to that one. Sean McCann, thoughts on Giovanni Leone? A very, very talented player. Just go back and check the game. The game that everyone's talking about, the game that kind of made everyone stand up and take notice of Giovanni Leone was when he played away against Napoli last season against Romelu Lukaku and was just absolutely unbelievable. Like, bullied Romelu Lukaku. He's 18 years old. And Lukaku's maybe one of the very, very best centre-forwards in terms of, well, certainly in Serie A, but one of the best in terms of a real physical specimen. He makes it difficult. And yeah, Leone stood up to him. It was really, really good. What was it live on? It was live on Solid Sports. Yeah, Solid Sports it was on yesterday. I'm way too crazy, says I reckon upset. Bournemouth 2-1. There's quite a few think Bournemouth might start well in this one. I'm frantically refreshing here to see if we've got any updates on the team news. The Liverpool team bus has just pulled in. Arne Slot getting off the bus there. Endo, first off. Do you know what? There's someone told me tonight, and again, I'm not an in the know. I don't claim to be an in the know at all. I really am not. I have no inside sources at all at Liverpool Football Club. Zero. None. However, there is someone that I know who sometimes has had good information in the past. And it's proven to be true. And I've gone, wow, how did you know that? And he's, well, this and this and this. Anyway, long story short, he said the lineup tonight might be a really interesting one. And there might be an unexpected change. I won't say who it is. I will. No, I'm not going to say who it is. Because that would be clickbaity. I'm not going to do that. But apparently he said just keep an eye out for the lineups, which is what I'm trying to do. I want to see if there is actually any changes, because then that would confirm my suspicions. He might know what he's talking about. Wim, what are the lineups? I don't know, mate. I don't know. This is why when Endo's first one off the bus, I just thought maybe that's what he was talking about. I've got a funny feeling about Robertson tonight. Maybe Robertson comes in over Kerkez, or I don't know. There seems like it's not a particularly settled lineup anyway, so I guess that wouldn't really be earth-shattering news if there was a change. But yeah, I don't know. He just said keep an eye out for the lineups. Delaney-O, hello from a Lazio fan. Good to see you, mate. Swifty, 6'5" at 18. No guarantee he stopped growing yet. Big lad. Yeah, very, very big lad. D. Nichols, Halifax v Wealdstone prediction. Got to back Halifax there. Halifax at home. I'd fancy them. I'd go 2-1. 2-1 Halifax. Reece Slot has a shiny head, ain't he? Yeah, he has got a shiny head. United forever. Is Simicast going? I don't think so, no. D. Nicol, it's not at home. Where is it then? You put Halifax versus Wealdstone, so I would have thought that would have been at home. Scott Grice, come on Bournemouth from a Man City fan. Listen, City. I think City are going to start the season quite well, you know. I've got them to beat Wolves tomorrow. Oh, it is away. All right, okay. Away from home might just change it then. Or maybe take you for a point. Take you for the draw, then away from home. Apparently, it isn't actually... Well, again, this is... Whether or not this is true or not, apparently the leaked lineup from for Liverpool is Alisson in goal, normal back four, Frimpong, Konate, Van Dijk and Kerkez. The news out of Liverpool today, by the way, is that Konate is being negotiated with for a new contract. And that is still very much a possibility. Frimpong, Konate, Van Dijk, Kerkez at the back, and then it's McAllister, Szoboszlai and Wirtz in midfield, and then front three of Gakpo, Ekitike, Salah. So that would probably have been the lineup that we would have all picked, wouldn't it? If that is indeed that one. If it is that lineup. I don't know, I expected something a bit different. Kyle H, what's happening, troops? Good to see you, mate. Ollie, is it just me, or is FPL updating right now? I don't know. I have no idea. 6 PM. 6 PM was the cut-off. Whether or not it actually does or not, I don't know. Scott Grice says, we're going for the quadruple. City? Nah, City aren't. No way. Forest signing 4. Hate to see it. Who are Forest going for? Gow, hiya Prem Dad. Hope you're well. Cannot wait for the season. Up the Chelsea. Where do we think Chelsea finish? As a Chelsea fan, I would be intrigued to think where you actually finish. Josh, how excited are you, lad? Oh, I am super excited. I am incredibly excited. Start of the Premier League season, Friday night. Liverpool at home at Anfield. First time Liverpool have been at home for the Premier League opener since 2019. 6 years. Last time that happened, we hadn't even heard of COVID. Beautiful days. Oh, I still think, how mad was that? How mad was COVID? How mad was COVID? We actually lived through that. What a mad, mad time that was in life. AJ Valdez, let's go! How we doing, man? Good to see you. Let's get a poll on YouTube. What should we ask? What questions should we ask? Any ideas for questions for polls for tonight? What questions should we ask the audience tonight? Give me some ideas for questions. What could we ask? What could we ask the Premier League dad audience? Joe Key, what do you think of the inquiry of Ramos? Have Newcastle made an inquiry for Goncalo Ramos? If you have, absolutely unbelievable. Love it. Love it. He is perfect. Creme de la FM say everything in the style of Partridge. That was liquid football. Joe I, yes, mate, honestly, if you get Goncalo Ramos, I don't... There's nobody that can replace Isak like for like, but he's not far off it. He is not far off it. He's a very, very, very good centre-forward, Goncalo Ramos. Really, really like him. Yeah, give me some ideas. Give me some ideas for questions. What could we ask? Don't quote him, just be Partridge. Well, mate, I can't do that. I can't do that. Can I? I can try. Ideas for a TV show. We could probably get him before the Liverpool game. If you can, and you can give us Isak before the Liverpool game, imagine that. Isak and Ramos starting. Love it. Love it. Come on, I need some ideas. I need some ideas for a. Oh, here we go. Lineups for Bournemouth. Have they showed the lineups for Liverpool as well? Yes, here we go. Lineups are as follows. Here we go. So it is exactly as we said. It's exactly as we said. It's Frimpong, Kanate, Van Dijk, Kerkez, Alisson in goal, McAllister, Szoboszlai, Salah, Gakpo, Ekitike. For Bournemouth, it is Petrovic in goal, Smith, Diakite makes his debut, Senesi, Truffert makes his debut on the left-hand side, Adams, Scott and Brooks in midfield, Tavernier right, Semenyo left and Evanilson up front. I am really, really intrigued to see whether or not they bring on Krupi. Krupi is the one I am really intrigued by. There's a player in there. There's a player in there. Lazar Markovic in the middle for the Reds today. Looks a little bit like him, doesn't it? Right. Liam, have you seen Sunderland have signed Mukiele? Yes, that's a hell of a sign. Another good signing from Sunderland. Sunderland really starting to rack up the options at the back and in midfield. I'm really liking it. Here we go. So, the poll on our channel tonight is, who is the best player to play for both Liverpool and Bournemouth? I'm going to try and do this on pretty much every live watch-along we do. But who is the best player to play for both Liverpool and Bournemouth? So, the options I've picked are Adam Lallana, Danny Ings, Dominic Solanke, or someone else. You can put other, right? There are other options in there. Certainly other options in there. David James did. Jamie Redknapp did, I think, back in the day, did he not? Yeah, a couple of others maybe, but not too many. Milos Kerkez, of course, now. Milos Kerkez could well have done by the time his career is finished. Reece, I reckon Mamardashvili starts. Can I just shock you? I like Sunderland. Daz Reynolds is the new guy there. What new guy? Alexander Isak? He's not here. Although his agents are, funnily enough. His agents are. Alan Attack, that lack of relentless pressing up top has been visibly missed. Reece Crownshaw, mad, my friend I went to school with is on the bench for Bournemouth. Who is it? Who's the person you went to school with? Gow, I'm just not convinced on Gyökeres. Might eat my words, but I don't know. I'm with you. I am with you. We're all on the same page. Victor Gyökeres, he ain't going to do it. Kyle H says, I picked Solanke. Was that a rebellious vote, just to show? I am not participating in this. Everyone's picked Solanke. 80% has picked Solanke. There's no way Dominic Solanke's the best player to have played for these two. He's the number 40, Dennis. Oh, okay. Lucas Lambert, have you done an FPL key? I have, mate. Yeah, there's a video on my channel right now. If you want to join the FPL Premier League Dad League, you can do. Go and check it out. Go and vote. Go and see the video on my channel. I've got an FPL video where I show my team and I show, yeah, it's in there. It's in there. That's my team, so you can go and check it out. Daz, Leone, I mean, also, what's the bench, please? So, Leone is not on the bench. He will be there at the stadium, but he isn't on the bench, no. The bench is... One sec. In fact, they just showed the bench. I might as well just put it up on the screen. The bench. Arne Slot's doing an interview now with Neville and Carragher. Right, okay, so here we go. Here's the bench for Liverpool. It is Mamardashvili in goal. Gomez, Endo, Chiesa, Jones, Elliott, Robertson, Nayoni, and Ngamoa. And Rio Ngamoa. Do you know what? Harry Wilson and Nathaniel Klein have both played for Bournemouth as well. A couple of other decent players there. Liam Vernon, where will Mukiele play though? Right back. Yes, yeah, he will. He'd end up playing right back. He might be a replacement maybe for Hume. There's been rumours about Trey Hume going. So I just wonder whether or not he's a replacement for Hume. Would that seem about right? Colin says, go on Bournemouth. Lots of people supporting Bournemouth tonight. Listen, don't wind me up. Don't wind me up. Creme de la FM tonight, you'll see Salah struggle without Trent. Again, behave yourself. Listen, Salah doesn't need Trent behind him to... Christ, Salah was covering for Trent most of the time. He might actually do better without Trent. Salah did most of Trent's defensive work. The hardest working right winger going. Well, Anfield, I mean, look, it's an hour to kick off, so I was not expecting it to be this full. I wasn't expecting it to be full, but it's very, very empty for an hour to kick off. Liam, I did see Hume is rumoured to move away. Yeah, I mean, that's very surprising. I've backed Hume tomorrow, by the way, for anyone who likes a... I'm not going to use the B word or the G word, but I'm going to say prediction. If anyone's looking for a prediction... Trey Hume of Sunderland is known for fouls and he is up against, tomorrow, against West Ham, he is up against Diouf, the new lad, the left-back, who gets forward an awful lot. Diouf averages, or did average, 2 shots per game, which for a left-back is incredible, isn't it? 2 shots per game he averaged last season in the Czech League. Admittedly, it was in the Czech League, but still, that's good for a left-back. So, if you're going to back anything, if you're going to look at maybe an option for a card or an option for a foul, Trey Hume, because he's up against Diouf, and I think Diouf for a shot, maybe not necessarily a shot on target, but he gets assists, he gets goals, but certainly Diouf for a shot, Trey Hume for a foul or a card, definitely one to look at. And Doy as well, by the way. In terms of FPL picks, I did say this in my FPL video if you haven't watched it, but Andoi was the most fouled player in Serie A last season. Dan Andoi of Nottingham Forest, the most fouled player in Serie A. If you can get him in your FPL team, he's really not that expensive. He will commit fullbacks. He is very pacey, so he's definitely worth a look. And John Arias as well, if you're looking for a cheap option for your FPL. If you're looking for a cheap option, then yeah, you can go and have a look at him. I think he's 5.5, John Arias, and I think he got fouled nearly 3 times per game in the Brazilian league. Callum the Red, Alisson, Frimpong, Kanate, Van Dijk, Kerkez, Maka, Sob, Gakpo, Wirtz, Ekatike and Salah start. Yes, saw it. Steve MUFC says, come on Bournemouth. Creme de la FM says Junior Krupi to score the winner tonight. Listen, if you're new around here, by the way, if you haven't yet, if you're watching along with us and you want to join on YouTube, you want to comment, please do give us a like and a follow on YouTube. It means an awful lot. And yeah, if you can give us a subscribe to help the channel along, and share maybe as well, like and share and comment and all that makes a big difference too. But thank you very much for coming in. Steve, I can't stand Liverpool, hate them with a passion. That's not very nice. Ben, you tell me, Liam Powell, I'm not Sunderland's manager. Oh, so where is Mukiele playing? Sorry, I didn't see the question. Colin, up the toffees. Come on, you Blues. How do we think Everton get on Monday? Listen, Colin, does Dominic Calvert-Lewin score against Everton on Monday night? Because that is the most scripted thing I've ever seen in my life. Dominic Calvert-Lewin playing Everton on his debut for Leeds. After everything that's happened, that is so scripted, isn't it? That's definitely happening. That guy Miles, let's watch the team that are walking the league. A nice 300 million spent this summer. Love this community. We've spent less than Sunderland. Less than Sunderland. Nearly as much as Burnley. Sorry, no. Less than Sunderland. Only a touch more than Burnley we've spent. Bill Scott says draw. Ben says Hume signed a new contract about 36 hours ago, mate, so he's not going anywhere. Alright, okay. Well, Mukiele can play centre-back, so maybe he shifts in alongside, Luca 9 and Ballard at centre-back. And Alderete as well. Alderete's just come in. Alderete and Mukiele, that's a hell of a centre-back partnership, but you wouldn't drop Dan Ballard out of there. Nick Nack, did Lallana play for Bournemouth? Yes, he did. I don't know how long he played there for. Nick Nack, high key, nice long build-up tonight. Well, I'm trialling something, Nick Nack. I'm trialling something. I don't know whether for this season to go with. Should I do a preview video and maybe post it out the day before a game? And then also do a live like this? Or should I just do one long live where we talk about it live? I don't know. Every other channel, I'm, not that I'm seeking to emulate per se, but every other channel seems to do a preview and then do the live watch along. Nick A13, Girona goalkeeper stage. Did you see the mistakes he made? I didn't, no. SMP3, I have heard Jota's family will be in attendance. It will be very sad. Yeah, apparently they're coming out onto the pitch shortly before kickoff. His wife his sons and his little girl and stuff, and yeah, just incredibly sad. And it's going to be really sad. Kyle H, I had to pick someone to get the poll off my screen. I'm sorry, mate. I didn't mean to inconvenience you. Nick, why didn't I listen to you when you said win for Rayo, man? I did say, I hate to say I told you so, but look, I don't often get things wrong. I am human. I thought I was wrong once, but turns out I was right. No, listen, that was just a lucky guess, mate. It was just a lucky guess. I thought Rayo Vallecano would give a good start, and turns out they did okay. So I'll probably get... well, no, not probably. I will get plenty of others wrong, believe me. So, look at the draw. Creme de la FM, I'm convinced you and Alan Attack are my best friends. Was that a lie? Colin, he will, but we'll be 5-0 down when he does. Joking aside, good luck tonight, lad. You too, Colin, on Monday, of course. I'll be watching on Monday. And, yeah, sincerely, from a red to a blue, good luck to the Toffees. You've had enough heartache over the last couple of decades. So it'll be good if Everton's new era in the new stadium actually does start as you mean it to continue. I've got an awful lot of time for David Moyes. I think he's a very, very good manager. Kyle, R.I.P. Jota. It's going to be emotional, says Nick Knack. Shows how well Liverpool have done on the sales side. That net spend is less than Sunderland. Yeah, and it will continue to be. But Ben Doak going today. Ben Doak going for 25 million quid today. Peter Huntley, would you agree Chelsea to win the league? No. How are Chelsea winning the league, Peter? Chelsea. How are Chelsea winning the league? No. Chelsea can't win the league. Come on. Chelsea aren't going to win the league. What with Robert Sanchez in goal? Robert Sanchez isn't... No, shut up. Sorry, I don't mean to say shut up, but you know what I mean? Come on, there's no way. There's no way Robert Sanchez is doing that. Nick Knack, goodbye for Bournemouth. Yeah, I think so. I like Ben Doak. There's a lot of Liverpool fans, by the way, who are quite disappointed to see Ben Doak leave. A lot of Liverpool fans who thought he might actually be, maybe an option when Mo Salah goes. I don't think he's quite that good, but he's a good player. He's a very, very good player. Nick Nat, people are talking up Chelsea as contenders. I'm not sure why, personally. It's the FIFA lot, mate. It's the FIFA crowd. Or Chelsea fans themselves. But it is the FIFA lot. It's them lot who go, oh my God, they've signed this 18-year-old kid called Estevao. He's going to be the next big thing. All right, mate. Calm down. It is literally for the attack. And that, for that reason, I just look at it and think there's no way at all. It's the defence. It's the defence and the goalkeeper. M15-7, United are winning it before Chelsea. Nick A13, the Girona goalkeeper proves football corruption. Daz Reynolds joined FPL. Cheers, Daz. Good to have you in the FPL league. Oh, Serge from Kasabian is performing on Sky Sports. Not sure I like that. I like Serge, I like Kasabian, but not sure. Yeah, I don't know. Kyle, they look sharp in the pre-season Club World Cup, but that means F all playing in the Prem. I think that is what it is, isn't it? They've won the Conference League. In the Conference League, they were playing like nobodies. Let's be honest. They were playing nobodies up to the semis, and even in the final, really, Betis. They played decent team in Betis, but even Betis, you'd expect Chelsea to walk past. So they didn't play a decent team in the entire Conference League. They could play the B side all the way through it. And even in the Club World Cup, they beat PSG, but Botafogo beat PSG. Spurs should have beat PSG the other night. let's not act like they've won this. They are the world champions. I think that's what Chelsea quite like, the fact that they can call themselves world champions for the next 4 years. It's a little bit embarrassing and a little bit cringy when, you know, they only just managed 4th on the final day of the season. They could have finished 7th. Going into the final day of the season, they could have been 7th. That's how close it was, the final day. Creme de la FM, what's the FPL code? Can I join, please, Kate? You absolutely can join, mate. I have no idea what the FPL code is off the top of my head, but if you go to YouTube, you go and have a look at the latest video on the channel, you can see it's in the comments and in the description and everything. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. Nick Nack says the whole tournament was a joke. It was, yeah, the Club World Cup. I didn't really understand. But have you seen the latest? The latest news is that they are now talking about expanding the Super Cup. So the Super Cup now is going to be a regional thing. It's going to be like a 4-team round robin. So rather than it just being the Europa League winner against the Champions League winner, apparently it's going to be the Europa League winner, the Champions League winner, the holder of the Super Cup, and then the Conference League winner. And they're going to play a little 4-team tournament. Or I think that there was another talk maybe of them adding in the winner of the Copa Libertadores as well, and making it a World Super Cup. But that might infringe on the Club World Cup thing, so I think it might just be the holders plus the Conference League, Europa League and Champions League winners. Which is all a bit naff, isn't it? Let's be straight. Daz, what do you think of the new rules about the 8 seconds? Also, we will be able to hear the refs. Yeah, do you know what? I'm tempted to actually put the volume on tonight, but that might get the channel banned. I don't want to broadcast anything that might get the channel hurt, but I do want to listen to the refs. You guys might have to tell me what's being said. Tom King has signed for Everton from Wolves. M157, what is FPL? It's Fantasy Premier League, mate. If you've never played it before and you're new to it, you've never played it, I've put a video out on my channel on YouTube where it basically explains what it is, how you play it, and I've picked my team on video for you to do it if you want to join in. It's totally free. There's no pressure to join if you don't want to. Like I say, it's free to play, and there's opportunities to win stuff throughout the season. I'm like giving away shirts of your choice, retro shirts of your choice, and things like that throughout the season. So I'm going to try and do some nice, cool stuff throughout the season for people who are leading at different points, maybe, or I don't know. I've not figured that bit out yet. It depends how many we actually get joining, but yeah, I'm hoping that we get a fair few. Nick Nack, what happened to the stream the other night, by the way? It was power cut in the area. Power cut in the area. It went off literally for like half a second. Went off, straight back on. Internet came back on. And then, bizarrely, I don't know why YouTube did this, but it ended the PSG Spurs stream. But then immediately carried me on streaming, but started it up on the Dundee United Rapid Vienna stream, which actually only took place last night. So it was annoying, so annoying. And be honest, mate, I lost my head then. I lost my head because I was like, oh, why is it doing this? I'm gonna have to delete that stream because it started. It's halfway through. I hate the channel looking like messy, I guess, because what would have to have happened then if I'd have restarted the stream? We'd have had 2 videos on there. I'd have had Spurs against PSG in the Super Cup final, part 1, and then part 2. Just looks a bit naff. So I just thought, oh, I can't be bothered. I'll just leave it. I'll quit. I'll rage quit, and I'll start again tomorrow night for Dundee. And turns out Dundee United was great anyway. That was fine. M157, is it points for goals, etc.? Yes, yeah, it is. It's points for goals, points for assists, points for winning free kicks, points for winning penalties. Points now, as of this season, for defensive actions, right? So, for example, you now get points in FPL for blocks, or players get points in FPL for blocks and clearances and tackles and things of that nature. So, defenders previously what people used to do in FPL is they would load up their defenders. They would try and get the wing backs, the ones that would get assists and crosses. You know, like your Trents, your Robertsons. Those players would be at a premium because, and then after that you was looking for defenders who was in teams that would get lots of clean sheets because you would win points for clean sheets too. Now, actually, there's an argument that the players at the bottom end of the season, at the bottom end of the table, the defenders at that end actually might be very valuable. For example, if this new rule change from FPL, the defensive involvement rule that's come in, if that had been in last season, James Tarkowski would have been the highest performing defender. James Tarkowski, because of the amount of clearances and tackles and blocks, because he's a proper old school defender. He doesn't really score that many. He doesn't assist. He doesn't get forward. Everton conceded their own fair few, didn't they? But he cleared an absolute load of them away. So James Tarkowski would be a fantastic pick this year. And players of that ilk. It doesn't matter if they're not full-backs anymore. You don't have to load up on full-backs, wing-backs. So yeah, defensive involvement is how you win points as well as goals, assists, and all that sort of stuff. You also lose points as well, it should be said. So you lose points if your team lose and concede lots of goals. If you're a defender, if you're a goalkeeper, you also lose points for yellow cards, red cards, giving penalties away, own goals, all these different things. So yeah, there's loads of ways you can earn points and lose points, and it all kind of balances off throughout the season. But it's good fun. Like I said, it's free to play, and why not? Go and give it a go if you fancy a go and you can be bothered. It's a good way to waste 45 minutes before kick-off for sure. Creme de la FM, Robinson does well. Yeah, Anthony Robinson at Fulham does too. Nick Nack, any tips for tonight's game? Well, I won't use the B word, Nick Nack. I'll say predictions. But predictions for tonight's game, I would say, get on McAllister to commit a foul. Maybe even McAllister yellow card. I don't think it would be actually a terrible shout, both teams to score. Because we did look a little bit vulnerable on the counter. And I hate not having Ryan Gravenberch in there. So we might actually look a little bit vulnerable on the counter. Lucas Lambert, I think it's good how they've put Naomi and Engamoa in the squad. DQ, Rodri or Grealish for fantasy. Why Grealish? Grealish shouldn't be going in the fantasy league. He doesn't score or assist. He doesn't do either of them. You don't want Grealish in your fantasy league. Nick Nack, I didn't even know they'd changed the scoring system. I tend to just bet on results. Oh, predict, sorry. Yeah, predict results. Well, if we're predicting results, yes. So I have put on tonight. I'll give you. I backed 5 teams tonight. I picked 5 teams tonight. So I've got Liverpool to win against Bournemouth. I've got Marseille to win away at Rennes. I've got Villarreal to win at home to Real Oviedo. I have got Copenhagen to beat Nordsjælland. That's already happened, of course. They beat Nordsjælland earlier tonight, 3-1. And I had Galatasaray against Karagümrük, which kicks off in 15 minutes' time. So those 5, I think, were somewhere in the region of 10-1, I think. So good for the cheeky fiver. Nick Nack, I don't take risks with my initial 11. Just pick solid players who you kind of know what you're going to get from. I didn't say Andy Robinson. I did say Anthony Robinson. Anthony. It's not Anthony. Anthony Robinson. He's Scouse. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Villarreal, Rennes and Marseille, Galatasaray, Karagümrük. Nick Nack, 1.32 and Liverpool to win seems like value to me. Oh, I don't know. I think that's a really low one to do. I would be tempted to bet build. Rubes, how's it going, Rubes? Good to see you. Georgina, return of the Premier League and Linfield v Shells, round 2. What a time to be alive. Has that happened? Is it Linfield v Shells in the Conference League? Is that the draw? That's gonna be. I've got to watch that again. Linfield v Shells. Oh yes, Linfield to face Shelbourne again. Oh, the rematch. It's on. I fancy they might do something there. You know, Linfield this time out. Maybe. Nick Knack says Bournemouth have never won at Anfield. Oh, you had to say it. You had to say it. That's the kiss of death right there. That is the kiss of death. It's on. Creme de la FM. My team's called Creme de la Prem. I like it. I like it. You've got a grey exodus on your hands. A Grexodus. Alan Shearer won the Premier League Golden Boot 3 times. Harry Kane won it 3 times. Mo Salah has won it twice. Thierry Henry has won it 4 times. I expect Mo Salah wins it again though. Kyle says 7:45 kick-off Celtic against Falkirk. Nick Knack, is Liverpool's lineup the same as the Charity Shield? No, it's not. McAllister comes in for Curtis Jones, so it's McAllister, Szoboszlai and Wirtz in the midfield. So Curtis Jones would have been in the Community Shield, but other than that, it's exactly the same. Yeah. Nick Knack, Shearer only won 3 times. Yeah, well, so yes, I think he might. Did he share it once? I don't think he shared it. I'm excluding times where it's been shared. So let me tell you. Yeah, Shearer won it 3 times. Salah has won it 3 times. Salah has won it 3 times actually. Erling Haaland twice. No, Salah hasn't won it 3 times. He's won it twice. It's got to be outright. You can't have it. You can't have it shared. So if we're talking outright winners, Shearer's won 3, and he won 3 in a row. Funnily enough, from '94 to '97, Alan Shearer, he won 3 Golden Boots in a row. Thierry Henry won 3 in a row. He would have had 5 in a row. Yeah, he would have had 5 in a row if not for Ruud van Nistelrooy in 2003. He would have had 5 Golden Boots in it. What a player Thierry Henry was. I think if Suarez had stayed, he'd have probably won it the season after instead of Aguero. Don't you mean Terry Henry? Nick Knack, a tie is as good as winning. No, it's not. Come on. The amount of players who've tied in the Golden Boot, it makes it cease to count. I mean, there's loads of players who've tied the Golden Boot. And really quite average players as well. Dion Dublin, Chris Sutton. I mean, Chris Sutton was alright, but Dion Dublin, Chris Sutton. Dare I say Michael Owen. Michael Owen tied the Golden Boot twice. Heung-min Son tied with Salah in 2022. Aubameyang, Mane and Salah shared it in 2019. Should at least count as half a point. Right, 40 minutes to kick off here. Jamie Carragher's outside Anfield interviewing the fans. Great news that Macca's playing. Trev Bainbridge, Sunderland survive this season or what, lad? I have backed them to, yes. If you if you go and if you want to, you don't have to. I'm gonna just shameless self promotion. But on my YouTube, I've got my predictions for the season. Basically, the full table, who I've put, who's going to finish where, from bottom to top, and Sunderland I have got staying up. They are the team that I'm backing to stay up. Rube Shearer won it 3 times and then went to Newcastle in '97. No, he was at Newcastle before then, wasn't he? Sure, he was at Newcastle. Didn't he win it once at Newcastle? Yeah, he won it once at Newcastle. He went to Newcastle in '96. And you call yourself a Geordie? Absolutely shocking, Rubes. Joe, do you do Super 6? I always try to, but I always forget. And it just feels like a really obvious opportunity to win, but I don't do it. No, I don't do it. Nowhere near as much as I should. I probably should remind myself to do it. Casual Strats, do you think Tottenham will sign Savinho and Eze? I can't see you signing both. But based on what Pep Guardiola said today about Savinho, you have to. I'm sure you're going to sign him. I can't see him staying. I just think Eze probably ends up staying at Palace. Rubes, I'm a Brighton fan. Yeah, but you call yourself you're an honorary Geordie. You live up that way, don't you? Your Samuel, what are your top 3 scariest versions of players? Like Ronaldo 2008, Lockdown Lewandowski. My top 3 scariest versions of players. I would say, I think Salah last season might have been up there. But no, I think Suarez 13-14 would be the one that would get it for Liverpool. I've never seen anything like that. Ronaldo, the year he won the world. If we're talking just Premier League, Ronaldo, the year he won the Ballon d'Or at Man United, which I think was 2007, 2008. So yeah, Ronaldo, Suarez, that period of Henry, kind of any time from 2002 to 2005, there or thereabouts, 2006. He was insane. I think Ruud van Nistelrooy probably would get it as well in 2002, 2003. Oh, they were all really good. Yeah, Ruud. The players I was always scared of as a Liverpool fan was always Shearer. Sorry, not even Shearer. Shearer I was a little bit, but more so Henry. It would be Henry, Ronaldo, Harry Kane, and Ruud van Nistelrooy. Harry Kane gets so little respect, I think. He was absolutely incredible. So yeah, I would put Harry Kane in there. What was his standout season? Was it like 2017, 2018, thereabouts? Not long before he played us in the Champions League final. Not like maybe a year or two before that. Drogba, another one as well. Drogba I didn't really rate as a centre forward, but he had like 1 or 2 really, really standout seasons. Not that I didn't rate him, that sounds harsh, but like 1 or 2 seasons Drogba where you looked at him, he was just an animal. Again, unplayable, but for the rest of the time at Chelsea, he was only just okay. Like I would say, Andy Cole for me, Andy Cole was a better centre forward than Didier Drogba. Doesn't get anywhere near as much praise. Nick Nack says, sounds like Savinho is staying. Kyle H, there's a good video I watched on YouTube the other day where they asked different AI to pick the best football players of all time based on the info available. Top 50, I think. It was interesting. Oh, okay. Well, I'm making some, or I'm trying to jot down like cool video ideas that I want to make on the channel. I've got a couple of ideas already, but I've queued a load up for next week. So if you ever do come up with some cool video ideas that you think, oh, I'd love it if we did, because I want to do some proper research into it. But if there's any cool video ideas that you come up with that you think you'd like to see a video on, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat and I'll do it. I'll put the time into it and I'll make a video on them. Nick Nark, I'd like to see Kane come back to the Premier League and have a shot at the all-time record. Completely different players though, Drogba and Cole. Yeah, of course they were. Yeah, completely different. To be honest, there wasn't too many like Drogba. I think Drogba's maybe a little bit of a one of a kind. I've not known too many other players like Drogba who could be that big, that much of a bully. Lukaku probably at Everton was the closest, wasn't he? Lukaku at Everton was good, but not that good. Heskey at Liverpool. Again, I'm not putting Heskey in the category of Drogba, but he was probably the only other one. We had one really good season out of Heskey. Knick-knack, Drogba was like a Mitrovic type of striker. Yeah, a bit of a bully. Flat track bully. Bendo going to Bournemouth, says Alex Macklin. User not found. Rumours are Eze is getting closer to joining Tottenham. I just feel like Eze might end up at Arsenal. There was rumours last night doing the rounds that Liverpool were about to bid for a Premier League winger. I don't know if you saw this, but there's some quite reputable Liverpool sources who seem to say that there is a interest in a Premier League winger. Now, the obvious one that stood out was obviously Anthony Gordon, and it wasn't Anthony Gordon. Liverpool are still interested in Isak. It isn't Anthony Gordon. So then others were like, who else could it be? Who else could it be? A Premier League winger that Liverpool are interested in? Who would we be looking at? And you look around the league and it's like, well, could it be maybe Matoma? Maybe Matoma, is he one you'd look at? Matoma's 20, 28. He's getting on. That's FSG don't pay big money for those players. Eze is probably in the same category. Again, a little bit too late for him. Bowen, again, maybe a little bit too late. So you're then looking around thinking, who could it be? Who could it be? And I really, really do. The name that I chucked out there was Gabriel Martinelli. Gabriel Martinelli, I think, screams a move. Arsenal don't seem to rate him, or Arteta doesn't seem to rate him. He's 24, Gabriel Martinelli. Only just 24 as well. 24, I think, last month. He's the same age that Mo Salah was at Chelsea. And he's got bags of ability. And he always does well against us, doesn't he, Martinelli? Always seems to score against Liverpool. So I'd love it if Liverpool did go and sneak in and put a sneaky bid in for Martinelli. That wouldn't be a bad idea at all. Joni, let's go. We're back. The Premier League's back. Yes. Knick-knack, Martinelli doesn't seem to have developed much. I know, and this is it. I feel like there is bags of potential there, though, isn't there? He's a really, really good player. Jurgen Klopp spoke really glowingly about him at every opportunity. Almost went out of his way every time to speak about Martinelli. Dave, thank you for the follow. Appreciate the follow on TikTok. If you're following on YouTube as well, go and give us a follow on YouTube and sub on YouTube. It's a slightly different view on YouTube. We've got a scoreboard and it looks a little bit more professional maybe. Creme de la FM, I'm in the FPL now. Cheers, mate. Yeah, good to have you in the FPL League. If you want to join the FPL League, if you want to have a chance of winning a cool retro shirt of your choice, then go and join the FPL League. You can do it on my YouTube channel, by the way. You just need to go and search Premier League Dad on YouTube, and yeah, you can find the link in there. Johnny, what players are you feeling for this game, mate, if any? What players am I feeling? Verts, yeah, Verts and Ekatike. They're the two new ones. It feels like the newest players. In the Community Shield, it was the new players who stood out. I'm just praying that we have a really, really good, solid game from McAllister. I can't tell you how disappointed I was about McAllister the other day. I was so upset about Alexis McAllister because he was beyond average. He was crap. He wasn't just average, he was crap. And I know he's coming back from an injury and you know, you have to show a bit of patience. But my God, for a player who is that good, who I would consider to be one of the best midfielders in the world, who I don't think I'd swap McAllister for anyone. Oh, he was so bad. You could have put me in there. You could have put me in there on in that game against Palace, and I would have at least kept the ball in at least one opportunity. He didn't. He got battered every single time, and he gave the ball away every single time. What we saying? Sorry, Jacob. Video idea. If I was manager for one transfer window to rebuild or strengthen my club. If I was manager for one transfer window, I mean, okay. Well, I don't know how interesting that would be for Liverpool, though. Obviously, as a Liverpool fan. Don't know how interested that would... Because obviously Liverpool are at the top of the league with the champions. I don't know if it's that interesting, I guess, of a shout. If I was like an Everton fan, if I was an Everton fan, that might be a decent shout. I could maybe reshape it. It's definitely a good idea there, though, mate. Thank you for that. Certainly an idea in how could you... Maybe how you could improve other teams, I guess. Yeah, it's not a bad shout, that, mate. Creme de la FM, why does Jamie Carragher hate Chelsea? He said we ain't making it out of the league stage of the Champions League. I don't think he does hate Chelsea. I just think he said that Chelsea need to be a little bit more measured in their approach with signing players. I don't think there is a hate with Chelsea. I agree with what Carragher says about Chelsea. They just keep recycling players every summer. It's the same player. Madueke out, Gittins in. It's the exact same sort of player. Knick-knack, is Ouattara a good signing for Brentford? Yeah. Yes, he is. I'm not sure at £37 million he's a good signing, but maybe at 37 you could have got better. But he's a good player. Rubes, as I'm going to win the Fantasy League, I'll need a Brighton shirt. Retro Brighton shirt. The Scrum Down Live. Evening, Key. So glad the Premier League is back. Loving that zip-up polo. Did you take advantage of the Matalan sale? I did, mate. Yes, thank you. Bargain bin. Knick-knack and Palace have a lot of good players themselves. They do, of course, yeah. Ollie Marley, what games are you watching next week? I don't know what the game... I've only done up to Monday, I think. Up to Leeds and Everton on Monday night. I haven't scheduled beyond that, so I don't know yet. Yours, Samuel, you can reshape it for any club. Knick-knack says Carragher hates everyone. Johnny says, how are you feeling about the Canate contract? Surely that's a boost. It is a huge boost if he actually signs it. I don't think he's signed it yet, has he? Andoni Iraola is one of my possible shouts for the next management job that becomes available. I do think that he's one that you would be looking at. I think Manchester United or maybe City. If Pep Guardiola is leaving City at the end of this season, it really wouldn't surprise me if Andoni Iraola is one of those that they go to. He is an incredible manager. And he actually plays good football too. He doesn't play Pep Guardiola style of football. He plays really attractive football. So I wouldn't mind... If tomorrow Arne Slot decided that he wanted to move on, I think Andoni Iraola would be my first phone call, definitely. Yo, Samuel, is Frimpong playing today? He's been so good offensively and defensively. Yes, he is playing today. He's starting today at right back. I'm intrigued to see how Baford Diakite starts at centre-back for Bournemouth on his debut. 4.5 million in the FPL. He is Baford Diakite. Cost 34 million in real life from Lille, but a very, very talented young player. Knick-knack, West Ham or Brentford will be the next vacancy. I am still baffled. That is my shout. Give me your hot take for the Premier League season. Get it in the chat. Let me know on TikTok as well what you're thinking. But what's your hot take for the season? For me, mine is I don't understand why people are backing Brentford to go down. I think Brentford will be comfortably mid-table again. Whether that's with Keith Andrews or without him, I think they'll be fine. They aren't going down. They've got too many good players. Far too many good players. Knick-knack says, I think Frimpong is potentially an upgrade on Trent. No. He's not an upgrade. Listen, I like Frimpong and I don't like Trent, but he's not an upgrade. He's all right. Defensively. Sorry, yeah, he's all right defensively. He's obviously attacking. Attacking-wise, he's much better. But I don't think he's not an upgrade. He's still going to be one of the best, if not the best, that we could have got. Twisted Fate, hot take is Vert will flop. Plenty have said that as well. Yeah, I think quite a few have said that recently. I think Wirtz is not going to be the player that we all think he is. Rubes, I think Arsenal are losing Arteta this season. I don't know about losing him. I think he could resign, though. Do you know what's going to be a sticking point for Arteta and Arsenal? The fact that Gyökeres came in and not Sesko. Apparently Arteta wanted Sesko, and Berta, the new director of football, Berta wanted Gyökeres, and Berta got his way. Because Arteta's already signed previously Jesus and Havertz, and it hasn't worked out. Jay, Premier League doesn't start till Monday. Up the toffees. Good to see you, mate. How's it going? TikToker says, my hot take is that Chelsea will win the Prem. Andy, great to have the Premier League back. The game tonight should be decent. Absolutely agree. God King Pro, will you broadcast the Liverpool versus Bournemouth game tonight? I can't, mate. No, I'm sorry. I'd love to, but it'd get me loads of views. It'd be fantastic, but I can't. If I show the game, then the channel gets blocked and banned straight away. So I'd love to show it, but I can't. Kelichi, 4-1, Liverpool, you're saying. Andy says, for me, I think Burnley, West Ham and Leeds go down. That's exactly my pick as well, Andy. It's exactly my pick. I've done a video on it today. If you go and check it out on YouTube, you can go and see it. I have done a Premier League prediction for the season, and they are my 3 to go down too. West Ham, Burnley and Leeds. D28 looks like Ben Doak going to Bournemouth, 25 million quid. I like that. I like that. Twisted Fate, sorry Key, it's that time to start hating again, especially now United have pulled out of the Baleba deal. Is that not baffling to you? What? Right, Manchester United said that they were interested in Carlos Baleba. They've seemingly approached the player, and the player has said, yes, I am interested, absolutely up for it. They've then gone to Brighton, and Brighton have said, we don't want to sell him, the price would be at least 100 million quid. What did Man United think the price was going to be? I think if you'd have asked the average bum on Twitter and said, what do you think it's going to be, the price for Baleba, everyone would have said, well, they got about 110 for Caicedo, so as an absolute minimum, it's 100 million for Baleba. It's exactly the same signing, really, isn't it? Same stage of his career, same position. You'd expect about the same, so at least 100 million. So why have United walked away from that? Surely they would have known that 100 million would be the expectation. It's baffling. Absolutely baffling. Daz, if we get a pen tonight, who takes, Mo or Maka? I think it's going to be it's going to be Salah, but there's no way at all Mo Salah gets took off penalties because he's missed 2. No chance. Mo Salah will be like, listen, if I'm staying at Liverpool, I'm staying to take down Alan Shearer's record, so I am on penalties. They'll back him again to go and score him. They're not going to take him off him. Nick Nack, if you look at Premier League signings, over 95 million euros, 4 out of 8 have flopped. I know, but they're all United signings, aren't they? No wonder half of them have flopped. Twisted Fate, he agreed personal terms. They knew the price, prepared a bid, and then backed out. I'm fuming. Oh my goodness me. I don't understand why they've done that. Rubes, my next hot take is that Key will not have a new job by the end of the season and this channel will take off. Oh, you're a sweetheart, mate. I wish I had your faith. I wish I had your faith. I might be working in, I don't know. I'll be in Amazon. I'll be in the warehouse, Amazon warehouse. Nothing wrong with Amazon warehouse, by the way. I've worked in a warehouse before, many moons ago. But yeah, I'll be in Amazon warehouse by January, and the channel will be deleted. No record of Premier League, Dad. I'll be gone. Nick Nack says Grealish, Lukaku, Pogba, Havertz. Havertz wasn't 100 million. He was only about 60, wasn't he? Yeah, Havertz wasn't 100 million. But Grealish is a flop. Lukaku would be a flop. Pogba certainly would be a flop. Yeah. Footy nuts. Pure Vert says, come on Liverpool, I'm in the bar. Good to see you, man. Swifty, is this your full-time job, Kee? Well, yeah, it is now, mate. Yeah, it is now, because I'm an idiot who quit my job to do this. So, yeah, it is now. It is now. I gave myself 12 months to make a meagre living for me, my missus and my little girl, and we'll see where we land at Christmas. If the channel's deleted and it's just not here anymore, then you know what's happened. But, hey, yeah, listen, I was I thought that'd be the nicest, well, not the nicest, I thought that'd be a reasonable time scale, let's say 12 months. That'd be if I give myself 12 months, I started the channel in January, started making it, this is where I am as of now. Let's see where we get to by Christmas. Be yourself, Dylan. How's it going? Good to see you, mate. Did you see the Sky Stout Kilmarnock women's football play? I did, yes. I do want to say something about that, by the way. If you've not seen it, the comment on that was absolutely shocking. Like, she's... They've had to delete that. They've had to delete that, haven't they? They've had to take that down. Kilmarnock women's team have signed a young lady called Sky Stout. She put a picture up on socials. They've had to take it down because of the comment. It's really, really sad. Really, really sad that it's come to that, and that she's signed this contract with a club, and she's, it's a great day for her, and she's got a load of stick. Just a really, really sad example of modern society, I guess. But hey, there you go. Thank you for reminding me of that, Dylan. Yes, I did see that. I make it, bro. Must not do 9 to 5 job. Life is good, man, mate. I've done 9 to 5 for 20 odd years. And just not, yeah. It's not that I don't like the 9 to 5, actually. I quite liked it, enjoyed it. I want to try something different. Do you know what the bigger issue was? I was getting up at like 6 o'clock, going into work, getting back at 8 o'clock. So I was getting up before my little girl and leaving the house, getting back at 8 o'clock after she'd gone to bed. I wasn't really seeing her Monday to Friday. And then I was knackered on a weekend because I've been working all week. So, and a lot of people do that, but I'm trying something different. Twisted Fate, I'm going to be real with you, Kee. You have hope. 5.6k subs on YouTube ain't no joke. On average, people don't reach 1k, so you're above the average. Well, I'm still only 6 months in. I'm not even that bothered about making I don't want to make a fortune, to be honest. I'd rather be well under the radar. But just enough so we're not on beans on toast. That'd be nice. Rubes, he's nearly 50, guys. Let him live his life for a bit. I'm not 50. You're nowhere near 50. Not even 40s yet. 35. Good pass for 33. Nick Nack, that's a long day. Well, I was a sales director in Liverpool city centre. And then before that, I worked myself. I had my own business for a bit. Creme de la FM, remember the Iraola of Norfolk. Nick Nack, exactly to hit 5k in 6 months is great going. Well, still early. Never congratulate yourself too much or berate yourself either. Your choices are half chance, just like everybody else's. The old Baz Luhrmann song, if you know it. Joni says, good luck with it, mate. Cheers, mate. Thank you. Swifty, how do you monetize it? Is it advertising? Well, yes, you do kind of off multiple ways, really. It's partially advertising, partially through YouTube, based on the amount of people who view your stuff, basically. So you get it based on views, you get it based on companies wanting to sponsor you and things like that. And various other bits and bobs. Yeah, various other bits and bobs. But nothing too heavy. Nothing too heavy. Certainly not enough to... not enough shekels to send me away on holiday or anything like that yet. There's no holidays for another year, or minimum 2-3 years, I would say. Nick Nack, we're allowed to congratulate you, though. Even if it is half chance, you still have to ride the wave. And that is it, mate. You know, like I say, I'm not saying I don't deserve any. I'm just saying it's half chance. Everyone could do what I've done. It is just half chance. That's what I promise you. If I can do it, everyone could do it. It's just taking a bloody big risk. Rubes, we need to work together. Message me, mate. I'm happy to. I need all the help I can get, Rubes. Twisted Fate, you deserve the praise though, Kee. Honestly, it's a tough industry to grow in, and you're growing organically, nicely in 6 months. Get your name out there, collab, and it'll grow you further. I need to collab a little bit more. I need to kind of, get in with the football crowd. I need you guys to go out there and do some kind of, go and seed drop my name into different conversations. Go and plant the Premier League. I'll be like a weed. Go and plant my seed in different places. Swifty, I've got a business degree. Love to see people starting new businesses. Yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it? And that is really exciting. It's really exciting when you start a new business. Right, so what was I doing? There you go. KG, Arsenal don't finish top 4 and Arsenal gets sacked. Oh, Arteta gets sacked just before or just after Christmas. Thoughts? No, I don't think he gets sacked, but I do think Arteta resigns before the end of the season. Joe, if Goncalo Ramos said he was staying at PSG last week and we've inquired about him, there's got to be something we don't know. Well, have you actually inquired? Where's that come from? Let me catch up with this. Ramos, Newcastle. What's the situation? Sky Sports. Newcastle are interested in PSG striker Goncalo Ramos as a potential Alexander Isak replacement. Where's that come from? Keith Downey. However, it's not an easy deal to do with 2 weeks of the window left and would be a big transfer. Interest is in the 24-year-old, but nothing more at this stage. I really, really rate Goncalo Ramos, and he's one of those players who he isn't going to start all that many games for PSG. So he would need some convincing. You'll have to bring him in on big wages. That's going to be the problem. He is on Goncalo Ramos is on. Oh, he's on like 100 grand a week, which, I mean, Isak's on 120, and that's what he's annoyed at. So you could probably just about get. Yeah, you could probably get him then. I thought he'd be on a lot more than that. Twisted Fate, you're my rival second, but a great human first. I will try my best to plant the seed. Nick Nack, Ramos has a great goal scoring record. How much would PSG want for him? Well, they paid quite a lot for him not that long ago, didn't they? Ramos signs for PSG. How much was it? 65 million euros in 2023. So I think you're looking at 80, 90 million for him there. Probably 80 million. Yeah, I would say about 80 million. They're going to have to pay about the same as they were going to pay for Ekitike. Knick-knack, are these figures online for wages even accurate though? They are generally considered accurate. Yes, it depends where you get them from, but there are good data sources for it, yeah. Caleb, Premdad, do you like a crisp sandwich? I love them. I have to say, I've never had one. Never had one. I tell you what I have had. And I've not had it in, I feel like I've not had it in about 20 years. But I've just, as soon as you said crisp butty, then I just got a hankering for one. A chip butty. I've not had a chip butty in a very long time. I could do with a chip butty now. Chip balm. Chip balm. Lovely. Probably when I was back in school last time I had a chip balm. Swifty, PSG will see Newcastle coming with the Isak money. Yeah, they will, won't they? And look, Newcastle, I do feel like Newcastle are in that desperate zone at this point. Silver Fox, Elite. Brown Sauce too. See, brown sauce, again, I'm not partial to brown sauce. HP Fruity, maybe. I could get on board with HP Fruity. Maybe a bit more of a chili sauce type of guy. Joe, our business has been so good recently, though, going under the radar. Yeah, it's very true. Elanga's a good signing. Tiao's a good signing. Not sure about Ramsdale, but Ramsey is a very decent one. I'm surprised you didn't go for El Canouse. MUFC Oliver, good to see you, mate. Score predictions, Key. I am going for 2-1 to Liverpool. 2-1. Still doesn't feel real that Diogo Jota's not actually, like, that he's died, that he's actually passed away. It's mad. And it does happen like that a little bit, doesn't it? I don't know if hopefully you've never experienced it, but when someone who's close to you passes so suddenly like that, you do just get that sort of delayed reaction. It does hit weeks later, sometimes months later. Twisted Fate, I think Haaland is on like 500k a week with his performance bonuses. Well, one of the issues with City, or one of the things levelled at Manchester City, one of the 115 charges are that they have been paying people via other sources, right? So they've been maybe funneling. We'll on the Manchester City accounts, we'll just pay you £100,000 a week because that's we can put that through the books. But what we'll do is we'll pay you another £500,000 a week through this other company for consulting work. That happens an awful lot. I don't know if it's with City, but there you go. Come on, are you watching Celtic Falkirk as well? Yeah, mate. No, I'm not watching. I can only watch one game at a time. I haven't got the attention span for multiple games. I am only watching Liverpool. I will keep an eye out on Celtic Falkirk though, in terms of the score lines and everything. I'll keep updated on that. Galatasaray have scored against Karagümrük. They're 1-0 up in the Turkish league. Yilmaz has scored. Burak Yilmaz. What a player. Well, Barış, isn't it? Barış Yilmaz. Burak Yilmaz is a different player. Even if Isak stays, still news that Newcastle need another striker. They're going to get Wissa. They are going to get Wissa. But the annoying stuff is with Newcastle, they're not going to be able to play Isak. I don't know why they keep thinking they're going to be able to just play. Oh, he's a world-class striker. We don't want to sell him. You've not got him anymore. Even if he stays, you've not got that player anymore. Even if he plays for Newcastle, he's going to be, at absolute best, half the player that he was last season. Bulldozer had a chip ban from 4 Acre Chippy when I was up last month, was banking. Knick-knack, are they going to get Wissa? Remains to be seen. Yeah, I think they will. Listen, players who go to the extent of what Johan Wissa's done for Brentford, like, he wore a Newcastle shirt under his training top, apparently. I saw that the other day. If that's happened, that is absolutely outrageous. He's refused to go to training. He's refused to go on, pre-season trips with Brentford. Everything. He's doing everything that Isak's doing, but Newcastle fans seem all right with him. Knick-knack, problem is Newcastle can't spend the cash until Isak has actually gone. Is that the case? I don't know. I think they'll be cash rich, Newcastle. They won't have any issues finding the cash. They'll just be, in terms of cash flow on the PSR stuff, and they can delay that. You can always delay that, but actually having the cash sat in the bank, that's not a problem. That's one of the issues, isn't it, in football, is that we've got a load of cash. We've got cash. We just can't spend it for fear of breaching PSR. But yeah, it's not... I know it's not risky. They won't breach PSR by spending a big chunk before they've got the cash in. Oh, FM. Bulldozer would be different if the club refused to pay, though, wouldn't it? Yeah, very true. Very true. Right, we're out. The lads are coming out here. Karagümrük have just had a player sent off in Turkey. Galatasaray 1, Karagümrük 0. Anthony Taylor's the ref. Anthony Taylor, the referee. Come on. Bloody hell. Celtic and Falkirk still 0-0. 10 minutes in, by the way. Twisted Fate, here we go. Time for a Vert and Striker and Hooked. A Vert Stinker and Hooked. Oh, God. Deechy Dave. Good to see you, Dave. How's it going? Good evening. Nick Nack, toughest possible start to the season for Bournemouth. Yeah, I think fair enough. Probably fair to say. Not many more difficult trips for a team than away at Anfield, for sure. Swifty, Newcastle needed a couple of superstars to take them up a level. I just don't see that yet. That's true enough. Oliver, I think Bournemouth might win, but like a lucky pen of an own goal in the last minute. In jail, how's it going, mate? Sub, dude. Good to see you. Swifty, I'd be gutted replacing Isak with Wisser. I think the thing is, they've got to get Wisser. They've got to get Wisser in, and I think he's the Callum Wilson replacement. But if there's no striker on the market that they can get to replace Isak, I'd still move Isak on. Like, I would go as far as saying they would be better off having no centre forward at all, and playing Anthony Gordon up front than having Isak around the club. It's well bad. Nick Nack, I always think you want to play the big guns before their new signings have time to gel. Very much, yeah, very true. Creme de la FM, watch out when Krupi comes on. He might punish Liverpool. Very true, yes. Krupi is one off the bench to watch for Bournemouth. Big Diogo Jota flag in the cop. And a minute's silence. A very poignant one here. I don't know if the players... the camera, as far as I'm aware, hasn't panned to Jota's family. I don't know if they have attended it. I don't know if it was just a rumour. But I haven't seen them come out. I hope I've not missed it. I don't think we have seen Jota's family either in the stands or on the pitch. I don't really blame him, to be honest. Fires, hopefully you lose. That's very nice of you, mate. Nick Nack, the first game of the season is when you don't want to be playing newly promoted teams. Well, Liverpool have got a decent record against newly promoted teams on the opening day. Not that Bournemouth are a newly promoted team, of course, but we did well against Ipswich. We've done well against Norwich in previous years as well. Nick Nack, I'd love to see Bournemouth get something tonight, but sadly can't see it in what universe that might actually happen. Don't write them off. Don't write them off. Come on, you Cherries, says JEFC. Mind your own. 40 million for Ramsey. Injury prone. Well done, Villa. Great business. Mind your own. 4-0 Liverpool. Can't see nothing else. I don't think so. I think there's going to be plenty of chances for Bournemouth here. Plenty of chances. Twisted Fate, you haven't lost the opening game in 12 seasons. Oh, no. Yeah, well, okay, that's... I know, but when you throw those things out, that's exactly why it might be that we lose. Nick Nack as a neutral. This is 3 points in the bag, trust me. You're only nervous because you're a Liverpool fan. Andre Silva, 30, and Diogo Jota, 20. Really, really lovely that from the fans, from the club, from the players. I think, do you know what as well? Do you know what, something that is really, really not said maybe enough, I've got to say? How well Arne Slot has done in all this. How well Arne Slot has coped with an incredibly difficult situation that he has no way to prepare for as a manager. I think Jurgen Klopp would have had a really difficult time dealing with this. And he was a real, a man of the people, really well loved and still is around Liverpool. I think he would have found it incredibly difficult. So Arne Slot walking in as even though a Premier League winning manager. We're finally off here. We're off. The new season's back underway, thank God. But I do just want to say, as a new manager in the Premier League, a new person in and around the football club, even though it was only 12 months in, I just feel like that's... Yeah, he dealt with it incredibly well, didn't he? Incredibly well. YK Harriet, I'm a Forest fan and we will probably struggle this season. Well, yeah, I saw that Nuno Santos said today he's quite concerned by Forest's approach to the season. It's an odd comment to make on the eve of the Premier League campaign. Twisted Fate, I'm gonna watch the game. I'll close chat so I don't spoil anything, Key. But I mean, it's not on a delay. I'm on Sky Sports, same as you, mate. So I'm hoping it's exactly the same time. Frimpong picking the ball up on the right hand side there. Still weird to see Frimpong there and not Trent Alexander-Arnold. Let me know your thoughts in the chat, by the way. Get your predictions in. If you haven't yet, give us a like, give us a follow. We are live every single day. I'm live all this weekend for Premier League games. Great interception from Ekatike. Szoboszlai. Salah. Oh, unlucky. Better from Liverpool. And now Bournemouth on the counter. Konate intercepts it. Konate, I really want us to keep him. If we don't keep Konate, what... It doesn't matter who we bring in. It's going to be a downgrade. Again, it's the same as Trent. It doesn't matter who you bring in. Trent is the best right back in the world. Konate, for me, is the second best centre back in the world. There's nobody you can bring in who's as good as Konate. Nobody. 3-star Reds, the talking is done now. It starts. Enjoy the season, everyone, and good luck in the Premier League, Dad. FPL, Fantasy Premier League. Cheers, mate. Yep. If anyone wants to join, still time. Get over to YouTube and enter the code. Ekatike, shot from distance. First shot on target. Straight at the keeper. Tony Soprano, are you from Liverpool? I'm not from Liverpool, no. I was born about 15-20 minutes outside from Anfield and grew up in a place called St Helens, which is just outside Liverpool. So I'm not Scouse. I don't claim to be Scouse. But Liverpool is the team that my dad supported since 1972. Been to pretty much every home game. Been all over the world watching them. So, yeah, I'm a Liverpool fan. I'm a Liverpool fan. Knick-knack, selling Doak for 25 million could mean less need to sell Konate. I don't think we need to sell Konate other than the fact that we don't want to lose him on free. I think that's the problem, isn't it? Reese, Key isn't Scouse, he doesn't have a purple wheelie bin. Yep, don't have a purple wheelie bin, don't have an L postcode. Can't claim to be Scouse. I am 100% a Wool. Great play by Ekatike, out to Gakpo. Fabulous play by Ekatike. Gakpo on the left-hand side, pulls it back. Kerkez puts it in. Pretty poor ball from Kerkez, actually. 3-star Reds, I cannot see Forest struggling whatsoever this season. McAtee, Hutchinson done deals. Kalimwendo and Douglas Luiz virtually done. And more signings still being lined up. I agree. Forest aren't going to struggle, but I'm still not sure that you do what you did last season. Ekatike is already looking so good in that role. He's dropping deep and picking up some really good positions. Salah with a shot. Great save from Petrovic. Oh, there you go. What a shot from Salah. That was going straight in the top bins. Ekatike dropping deep, picking it up, driving at the heart of Bournemouth, gets it out to Salah, who cuts in. And you know what Salah's going to do every single time. Telegraphs it, and you still can't stop it. Curls it in, right into that far top corner. Petrovic, big flick on, and it's gone behind for a corner kick. Swifty, Ekatike shapes up like Torres. It's going to be a corner. Wirtz plays it short. Back out to Wirtz. Goes out to Frimpong. This is an odd bit of play by Liverpool. If this is a set piece. It's in. Oh, have you missed it? Who was that? Van Dijk. Oh. Great ball from Salah and Van Dijk. Oh, I think Ekatike maybe gets in his way. No, he doesn't. No, Van Dijk heads that. 8 yards out. He's got to do better there, Verge. Look at that. Arne Slot saying, oh my God. He says it, doesn't he? You can read his lips. He says, oh my God. Van Dijk, you have to do better there. 3-star Reds. Got both Eke and Salah in my team. I think Salah's a good pick. You can't have a fantasy league without Salah, can you? Swifty says Ekitike shapes up like Torres. This already looks a little bit like when Torres made his home debut for Liverpool against Chelsea. He is playing a lot like that, isn't he? Against the team in blue as well. Knick-knack, Bournemouth creating their own problems here. I don't think Bournemouth have started too terribly. I just feel like, yeah, the positions that Ekitiki's picking up. You can see there, when Liverpool are out of possession, Ekitiki's on the left flank. And Salah is at centre forward. So it's almost like Liverpool's kind of gone like that a little bit and just tilted. I don't know if that's a deliberate thing, but Ekitike started wide left. They're very, very wide. Salah's playing more as a centre forward. Maybe getting him closer to goal will be the plan here. Bournemouth, big chance. Ooh, and on the right-hand side, Semenyo, what a ball in that was from Truffert. The Kerkez replacement, getting forward really well at left-back from Bournemouth. Was he onside? Yes, he was. And Kerkez had lost his runner there. Semenyo was in. And I tell you what, if that goes in, I'm sorry. I'd be questioning Kerkez defensively there. Nick A13, who is winning? It's 0-0. Liverpool 0, Bournemouth 0 at this moment in time. Alisson has the ball at his feet. Both teams have had a chance, I would say. Certainly a half chance. 3-star Reds, text or email Heskey champions elect this season in FPL. Text or email Heskey. Is that your FPL name? Daniel, very excited for this Premier League season. How are you feeling? Very, very good, mate. Very positive. Looking forward to it. Reese, I'm looking forward to the words, can you show the match? Comment. Oh, no. Can you show the match? Or shut up and show the match. How many people come in and say that regularly? Shut up and show the match. As if I would. As if I would. Like, I'd love it if I could do that. That'd be amazing. I think Sky Sports might have an issue with it, though, seeing as they're charging everyone else. They'll let Key broadcast it for free, though. Knick-knack, I love the energy that Bournemouth play with. All comes from Andoni Iraola, that. Long throw into the box. Flicked on at the near post and cleared away by Ibu Kanate. Daniel, what team are you... What team am I wearing for this weekend? What team am I wearing for? What team am I wearing for? I don't know what that means. Is that cheering, maybe? What team am I cheering for? I'm not being deliberately facetious. I'm just trying to think what you would have meant. I assume it's what team you're cheering for. Kieran, for someone who is not from Liverpool, you do have a very strong Liverpool accent. Well, okay. I think... do you know what? It varies. Everyone who comes in says different things. So I've had you sound like a Manc. You sound Welsh. You sound Scouse. Scousers come in and say I don't sound Scouse at all. But I am originally from a place called St Helens, and that is I guess this is a little bit of there is a twang to it. Daniel, sorry, English is my first language. Daniel, you said you'd be wearing kits for the new season. I did say I would be wearing kits for the new season. However, I've had a slight change of heart on that for a multitude of reasons. Mainly, I don't think I've got the number of kits, and the kits that I have, I haven't lost enough weight just yet for me to reasonably fit in them. They'd look painted on, and I just don't think I've got the. I don't think I've got the confidence to start wearing skin tight, skin tight 1998 Udinese tops or something like that. So I'm gonna keep my powder dry on that one, but I'll see. Prem Dad and his footy kit spray tan. It really would. It would honestly. It'd be really, really bad for some of them. Some of them are okay. Some of them are fine. I've got some of them are a bit baggy, but others would literally be like super snug. Couldn't breathe in them. Ben Kanate started shaky. Well, it's a couple of corners here for Bournemouth. They've started all right in the last few minutes. Brooks is going to whip this in left-footed. Flick on. Ooh, good chance. And that's going to be a foul, surely. Liverpool on the counter-attack. Kerkez carries it away, and it's a throw-in. Evan Nilsson did well there. Bournemouth are now starting to win a lot of the second balls. Who was it who got that away? I think it was Sobersley. Here's Ekatike. Oh, lucky. He's onside, surely. He is onside. Wirtz. Oh, beautiful. Get it in. Hit it. Oh, that would have been unbelievable if that had gone in. Great play by Salah. Better play by Wirtz and Ekatike. That was such good play from the lads through. You can't live with that stuff. Good defending in the end from Smith. Reece, I might take out Beto and put in Ekatike for my FPL. They're not the same price, are they? Surely you can't get Ekatike for the price of Beto. No, I don't believe that. Daniel, do you believe the rumours that Konate to Madrid contract is already agreed? Well, from what Ben Jacobs and others have said today, no. Apparently Konate is still very much in contract talks with Liverpool. Near post, flick on and Petrovic claims it. Nice and easy. Knick-knack, maybe this will be a rocket up Liverpool's arse if they need to be right on it tonight. I agree. Absolutely agree. D28 will count that white top as a Spurs top. I've got loads of new ones coming as well. Got a new Port Vale kit. I couldn't not get that. Daniel's score prediction for this. I have gone for 2-1 Liverpool. I do think Bournemouth pinch one. Knick-knack, if you do sell Konate, you can just get Gay, so it's not a big deal. I agree. Yeah, I think if we do sell Konate, we probably do end up getting Gay. Oh, unlucky. Long ball forward, didn't quite materialise into anything there. Yeah, I'm pretty relaxed about Konate going. I don't want him to leave because it is a downgrade, however you look at it. But if he wants to leave, he wants to leave. Like that is how Liverpool have always been for basically the last decade. And it's why the approach from Newcastle with Isak always confuses me a little bit. If a player wants to leave, sell him. Let him go. If you've got faith in your project and you firmly believe that you have got a really, really good project at the club and if he's leaving, he's not going to be part of that, fine, on your bike, mate. You go. You go. Don't try and keep someone where they don't want to be. You go, lad. You leg it. We'll get better. We'll get someone else. That's the approach I would want Newcastle to take if I was a Newcastle fan. And that's the approach that Liverpool have always taken. Oh, Ekatike. So close. That might be a yellow. Is he going to drag it back? What's he doing? I tell you what, he's away there. He's away there. That might be a check. I thought he pulled him back before that. But I think there's going to be a check here. Let's watch it again. It's not a handball. It isn't a handball. No, it isn't a handball. No, it's definitely not a handball. There's a claim there, but it isn't. Basically, when the ball gets played through... Oh, it does hit his arm, but you... Oh, no! It is! It's a double handball, that! Oh, come on! It's a double hand. It hits him twice. It hits his arm twice. Oh, that's so lucky. That is so lucky. Right, nobody can ever say Liverpool again. I'm sorry, that is ridiculous. Any other team's getting that. Any other team is getting that. That hits his arm twice. And if he look at it, watch here, hits there, and then again. It's twice. Yellow card here for, is it for Truffert? No, it's for Brooks. Yellow card for Brooks. Honestly, that should have been a red card. He handballs it on the halfway line with Ekatike running clean through. It'd have been clean through. Swifty Gay on a free next summer will bring United to the table too. He's not going United. He's not going United. If he's going anywhere, he's going like a Barcelona or something like that. Dan Van Tay, look who's back. Good to see you, Dan. Ben, why are VAR not checking that? That's so poor. I think it's because Anthony Taylor has seen the decision. He has seen it, but decided that it's not handball. It's not that he's not seen the handball. It's twice. It's there. It's that one. It's not the time when it hits his elbow. He hits him there, and then watch that. That is the clearest handball you'll ever see. Oh, that has to be handball. It has to be handball. How is it not handball? That is disgusting. That is disgusting. He literally goes like that. He slaps it away. Oh, it's shocking. Oh, this one is. Gakpo is in. Hit it. Go on, Cody. Ah. That is 1 million percent handball. But hey, people will still say, Liverpool. Liverpool. You've got the referees in your pocket. Leg it, lad. You don't know what you're talking about. He literally pats that away. Shocking. Ball to hand. Ball to hand. Someone in the chat. Ball to hand. He literally swipes on it. We've had Odegaard playing handball, playing basketball in the penalty area. No penalty. We've had Senesi swiping at the ball, just volleyballing it away on the halfway line. No problem, no handball. We've had Luis Diaz scoring a clearly onside goal and VAR confirming it's onside, but still not being given. But people will still say, Liverpool, Liverpool, you've got the referees in your pocket. Doku, penalty. How many times Liverpool get penalised? More than most clubs, to be honest. Here's Ekatike driving down the left-hand side. That's a foul, ref. Key, it's ball to hand. His arm was down. Behave yourself, Reese. Joni, all teams get bad decisions. You just remember the ones against you. No, listen, I know all teams get bad decisions. I absolutely agree. They all get bad decisions. However, there's no way that people can argue for even 1 second that Liverpool don't get their fair share. That's my argument. The argument that Liverpool get special treatment is nonsense. The argument that Liverpool get less than others is nonsense. We have had some of the most high-profile ones, and I mean, I would argue we've had more than most. But I'm not saying that there's corruption against Liverpool. I'm just saying the argument that we get special treatment is the most insane argument ever. Knick-knack, chill. Everyone knows the big teams have the ref in their pockets, especially at home. Let's not play silly beggars now. That is a shocker. No skill, Aaron. You couldn't write it. 15 minutes in and crying about pens already. Not pens. Not pens. Red cards. It should have been a red card on the halfway line. And that's offside, referee. Thank you very much, sir. Joe, should be a red for Van Dijk going up to the ref. Daniel, for entertainment purposes, the referee should keep it an even game for as long as possible. Come on, Liverpool. Ekatike playing really well here. Out wide to Gakpo. Come on, Cody. Keep it in, lad. It's a claim for offside. And he is offside, Cody. That's poor. Ben, the Diaz was the worst decision in VAR history by a mile. Yeah, that is the one, isn't it? That is the one. The fact that VAR actually confirm, yeah, we got that wrong. It actually was the right decision. To the referee, and they still play on. No goal. Insane. Mad. Swifty says, handball for me, but still only a yellow. I think that's why VAR ignored it. How can it be only a yellow? If it's a deliberate handball, he stopped a goal-scoring opportunity. It can't... He swiped at the ball with the ball going through to Ekatike one-on-one. That has to be a handball and a red. If it's handball and it's a red, if it's handball, it has to be a red. It can't be a yellow card. There's no, and obviously VAR, as you quite rightly say, VAR can't get involved if it's a yellow card. But I don't see a world where he gives that as a deliberate handball and it isn't a red. Jack, Sunderland have just signed PSG defender Nordi Mukiele. Yeah, good signing that. Another astute signing. Astute bit of business from the Mackhams. The Mackhams to finish above the Mags this season. Who says no? Knick-knack, stop whinging. You shouldn't need to rely on a dodgy VAR intervention anyway. Well, we're not relying on a dodgy VAR intervention. You just want the referee to make the right calls, or at least not make consistently bad ones. Oh, that's brilliant play. Vert's giving it away. That's not good. Tom, what's good, Prem Dad? What's good, mate? Good to see you. I am very, very good. Glad we've got Premier League football back, albeit not so glad that we've got Anthony Taylor giving horrendous decisions. Coached by Reese, you're my fave TikToker with what you just said. F the mags. Joe, you're off your nutter, pal. No, listen, I don't think Sunderland will finish above Newcastle. That was just me being facetious. But Sunderland are doing some good business. Got to give them credit. Tom, must be good to see Wirtz in your team. I'm looking forward to seeing Sesko play for us. Yeah, I'll be intrigued to see how Sesko does on Sunday. We'll be live for that one as well. Manchester United against Arsenal. So looking forward to seeing how they do. Kyle, I think it should have been a red, to be honest. The lad looked like he was juggling some pizza dough, for God's sake. Knick-knack, this feels like a very different game to Palace at the weekend. It was always going to be, I guess, in the sense that Slot would have said to the lads, listen, you were so open in that second half. We went from controlling the game, should have been maybe 3-0 up, to going 2-2, and all of a sudden at 2-2, Palace could have walked it. The fact that we made it to penalties was good for us. So we didn't deserve to win based on the second half. And I think Slot will have had some really strong words with the lads defensively about that. Now, the consequences today, yes, I think we do look a lot tighter defensively. Oh, Salah. Oh, no, Salah. Oh, unlucky. He nearly went all the way through him there. Who said he's finished? Who said Mo Salah's finished? Charlie, Butler, Ekatike looking like a lost child out there. A lost child? What game are you watching? He's been the best player on the pitch, lad. Wirtz plays it in, cleared away. It's a little bit sloppy from Wirtz, actually. Tom, I think it's long overdue that United update their training facility. Maybe we can try and compete. Yeah, Charlie Butler, you're clearly a troll, mate. You're clearly a troll. Or you just don't know what you're talking about. Reese, Gyökeres hat-trick incoming on Sunday. Like I said, I'm pretty cool with what happens on Sunday. I don't mind. The Arsenal-Manchester United is one of those wonderful games that I can't lose on. It doesn't matter. If Arsenal drop points, I am made up. If Manchester United gets snotted 5-0, I am made up. Salah down the right-hand side, pulled back. Here's Frimpong. Inside. Here's Wirtz. Salah, far post. Easy, that one for Petrovic. He'll take them all day. Radnor Splash, do you think there's something going on with Salah? Like what? What do you mean, something going on with him? I think he's been brilliant. No, I don't think there's anything going on with Salah. I'm quite happy with him. Daniel, is Ekatike Liverpool's tallest player? I don't think so. I think that probably is Van Dijk, or maybe Mamadashvili. I'm not sure. Joni, United are overdue on updating everything, let's be honest. Our stadium... Oh, claim for the penalty! Claim for the penalty! He's not getting it to foul the other way. Let's see. There was a little shove in the back there from Ekatike. I think he'd have got the penalty if he hadn't have done the shove first. Probably was a penalty based on the second one. It's rat infested, and I'm not talking about Garnacho. Old Trafford, yeah, no, yeah. Old Trafford is a real mess, and that does need updating for sure. It's not compatible with a club who says that they're trying to be the biggest and best in the world. They're trying to compete with Real Madrid and get, considered as amongst the biggest football brands in world football. You can't have Old Trafford as your stadium when it's leaking and falling to bits and, like you say, rats and... It's got a 2 out of 5 star hygiene rating as well, 2 out of 5 star hygiene rating, Old Trafford. Like, that's minging. Semenyo, good play. That's a foul that time. And that's going to be a foul, maybe a yellow for McAllister, possibly. Is it? Is he getting a yellow? Good play, that, by Semenyo. Talented player, Semenyo. Really underrated. He's a player that I wouldn't have minded at Liverpool. Wirtz got... Let's be honest, Wirtz got bullied off the ball a little bit there by Semenyo. He danced through the tackle from Kerkez. And that's just really, really smart play. Really good play from Semenyo. I like that. I like him. I like everything about him. And he's got the better of Kerkez today. He's obviously fancied it today because he's played against Kerkez in training, I'm sure, many times last season. And up to this point, I think Semenyo has got the better of Kerkez. Knick-knack, still time for someone to come in for Semenyo. They'll have to put some... I mean, Spurs did, didn't they? Spurs did. He would be an option, I think, for... You know, if you're not getting Eze in, Semenyo would be a fabulous backup. He's a very good player. Swifty says, Vert is finding out you get far less time in the Premier League. Yeah, he's been caught cold a couple of times, hasn't he, already in the opening 25 minutes here. He has just been caught cold, but he has, at the same time, I think, been very, very sharp with his one-touch stuff. His first touch stuff has been... I don't know why I've just done the throw-in thing because it's gone out for the throw-in. But his one-touch stuff has been really good. It's when he's dillied and dallied, you're right, I think he has been maybe a bit more casual than I would have liked at times. Radno Splash, do you think Wirtz was worth the money we bought him for? Yes, I do. I think if you want a player who is 21, 22 years of age and, you know, he's got 10 years of his career left to go with that level of talent, probably top 2, top 3 centre number 10s in world football. Like if you was doing the top 3 number 10s in world football, it would probably be Wirtz, Bellingham. You know, he's definitely in the top 3. I would say. However you want to structure it, I would say Wirtz is in the top 3. So yes, 100 million is good business in a world where Madueke goes for 55, and you know, no shade on Sesko, but Sesko's going for 80. Then yes, I think 100 million for Wirtz is bloody good business, actually. Daniel Wirtz is better closer to the box. I agree, yeah. I mean, he's picking it up quite deep here. You can see he's just picked it up near the halfway line there. Frimpong, good ball in. Ekatike, that's going to be a corner if it goes. And it is, yeah, corner to Liverpool. Daniel, which player in the current squad do you think Liverpool have overpaid for? Overpaid for? Who we overpaid for? I don't think we've overpaid for anyone. I don't mean that. Like, I think everyone that we've bought, we've got, like, you know, so there's some players who I've maybe got a question mark over, but the value, the price has all increased already. Anthony Taylor going over to the touchline here already. Is he just having a word with the... is it with Andoni Iraola maybe? And Slot? Who's he having a word with? It is. It's with Andoni Iraola. He's just... Oh, and Slot as well. He's obviously having a word with both of them. About what? What's the issue? Can we hear anything? Can you guys hear anything? I can't hear anything. What's being said? There's a little bit of note-taking going on here. I don't know what it is. What is it? What's happening? What's happening? I wonder if something's been said in the stands here. This looks like something in the stands. I'm calling it now already. Both coaches have just been informed of something, and the stadium manager has just been informed of something. I think this is something in the stands. I'm calling it now. I don't know what, but something in the stands. I don't know if it's maybe, is it... I don't know. I don't know what's going on. The stadium managers... And now there's an announcement coming over the tannoy. Stop. Stand by Operation Anfield exercise. Right. There you go. Which is basically stewards on guard. Get in your positions. And he's speaking with Semenyo. Has something been said? I hope not. I certainly hope not. Subject to a racist comment from the crowd, Antoine Semenyo. Well, look, listen. If they've gone straight over and they have spoke to the managers and then they've got the stadium manager down, that is immediate ejection. Will never go to Anfield again. That's absolute bang on. That's brilliant. Get them gone. Get them out. Get them out the stadium. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Here we go. Corner coming in for Liverpool. Ball whipped in. Far post. Header. Claimed by Petrovic. Yeah, absolutely shocking that. That's the... I did think that immediately. As soon as he had a word with Semenyo, he went straight over to the managers. Just didn't quite look right. Is anyone's Sky going a bit duff here, by the way? Or is it just me? I hope it's not just me. Is anyone else going a bit mad? The picture quality seems a bit all over the place here. Screen going all blurry. Oh, thank God it's not just me. Yeah, screen's going all skew-if. First game of the season, and they've got it all. Everything's going wrong. Everything is going wrong. Nick Knack says mine seems okay. Well, there's quite a few here saying, yeah, it's blurry and just issues with the TV reception, issues with things going on in Anfield, and someone shouting ridiculous things from the crowd. Very sad. Very, very sad. What a real stain that is on the opening day of the season. That guy, Miles, it's very pixelated. Yeah, mine is too, mate. Mine is too. Semenyo's gone over to speak to the linesman here now. This might well be... I think this is rumbling away. Obviously, it's upset Semenyo. He's gone and spoke to the linesman. So, and that's at the opposite end of the pitch. So, you just wonder whether or not maybe that's affected him. And well, of course it's affected him. I mean, continuing to affect him, and to the extent that maybe he wants to raise it again, because the club have informed the stadium manager, so it's immediately a ejection from the stadium. Will never ever go to the ground again. That guy Miles can hardly see the game. It's so bad. I agree. Yeah, no, the picture quality has just gone through the floor here. Ben says Semenyo will score. I wouldn't put it past him. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past him at all. Yeah, there's a real issue here, picture quality. Jake, evening all. Good to see you, Jake. How's it going? Swifty, Liverpool have that place. It's great. Yeah, no, anything. It doesn't make any sense, that sort of stuff to me. Jake, what's happening? There has been a shout from the crowd, and Semenyo has reported it to the referee. The referee has gone to the touchline, informed the two managers. The two managers have then obviously had been made aware of the situation, and the stadium manager has been pulled to the touchline as well. Stadium manager, then they put an announcement over the tannoy, and yeah, fan has been identified and ejected. They have cameras for that stuff for that exact reason, so they'll be gone. Joni, Liverpool meant to be a progressive city too. Well, relatively. To be honest, mate, it could be. You don't know where they've come from. They might be from Liverpool. They might not be. Don't know who it is. Whoever it is claiming to be a Liverpool fan, they're not the sort of person you want. Vert's coming forward here. This is literally unwatchable. I'll be honest. This is unwatchable at this moment in time. I don't know if anyone else's Sky Sports is doing this, but picture quality is definitely struggling. It is absolutely struggling. Daniel, if there's a big enough batch, there'll always be bad eggs. Ask for a refund. Very true. I was going to say, to be honest, they'll identify. They won't need cameras. There'll be enough people who'll point them out. Nick Knack just missing the finish. Let me see if it's something that maybe to do with my... I hope it's nothing to do with my... telly. No. I just think it's one of them things. Seems to be struggling at the minute for whatever reason. It's been fine all game and then just gone dead pixelated all of a sudden. Ekatike, chance. Yes, get in there. There he is. Get in. What a finish that was from Hugo Ekatike again. Get in there. What a finish. What a finish. Absolutely sensational from the lad. Oh, get in. Hugo, 36 minutes on the clock. That's a beautiful goal. Absolutely beautiful finish. Who needs Izake? Yes, Hugo. Get in there. Bit lucky, but made the most of it. I don't think there was any luck in that. You got to ride your luck. And he does it so well. Gets in. What a finish this is when he actually does get through. Oh, just gives the keeper the eyes, doesn't he? Gives the keeper the eyes. And is it who gets the assist? Kerkez. Yeah, he does just ride his luck a little bit. But when he gets through, he shows real composure there. Real composure. Rob, who assisted. I think it was Kerkez, mate. I think it was Kerkez with the assist. Daniel, did you not buy the HD package this season? Yeah, it's fine. It's nothing to do with that. I don't know why it is. Ben, I love this fella. Hugo, knick-knack that ricochet off his knee. Oh, and a tribute to Jota as well. Love to see it. You love to see it. How's that not offside? Behave yourself. Caleb, what was the keeper doing? Shocking goalkeeping. Johnny, I need Liverpool to win. An Ekatike goal, so that's bittersweet as a United fan. Nick, prediction for Alaves versus Levante and Valencia versus Sociedad, please. I would say I'd probably back Alaves at home, so I'd go 1-0 in that one, and I think Valencia v Sociedad. Oh, they've hung it up to the far post again. Unlucky again, far post. Hugo Ekatike's getting more chances in this one. Valencia, Real Sociedad. Sociedad still don't really seem themselves. I'd go with maybe a draw in that one. 1-1. 1-1. Joni, imagine that you don't get the best package, so they make it unwatchable. No, I have got the best package. I have. I think I've got. Yeah, we've got everything. It's all HD. We've got it all. I've tried it on all the channels as well, all the different ones. It does seem to be calming down a little bit now. Heaven knows why. Reese, I am telling you, Hugo will outscore Sesko and Gyökeres. Oh, thank God for that. Swifty, I've missed a goal, and it was a very good goal as well. A very, very good goal as well. Rennes have had a player sent off against Marseille. Who's been sent off? Who's been sent off, Chris Kamara? They have been sent off, but who? It was Ait Boudial has been sent off, the centre-back. So Marseille have got a man extra in the second half. Hopefully they can pinch one. Celtic still 1-0 up against Falkirk. Villarreal 0, Real Oviedo 0 as well. Swifty went for a biscuit and missed it. Christ, what biscuit did you get? Right, it seems to be settling down now. For whatever reason, I think Sky must be on top of it, because there was a time where that was pretty unwatchable. Good play, that. Really, really smart play by Alexis McAllister. Oh, there you go. It's a Virgin Media issue. Everyone's saying it's a Virgin Media issue. Anyone else experiencing really poor service from Virgin on TV tonight? It's scrambled and pixelated. Audio's fine. Yeah, that's exactly the situation. And it's only just started, so it is a Virgin issue. Ben Wirtz needs a goal in his first couple of games just to settle him, I think. Oh, great turn by Semenyo. Fabulous turn by Semenyo. Driving forward. Plays it into the middle. Out to Truffert. Cleared away just about. That's better. That guy might pay 120 a month for this. Shocking, innit? Absolutely shocking. Reece, let's be real, Key. Liverpool don't even need Isaac. They just want the best players. I feel like we can't not get... Oh, Kerkez. That's a yellow card, that. That's sloppy from Kerkez. That's the sort of tackle that Alberto Moreno would have made a couple of years ago. He's not had a good start. He's not had a good start to his Liverpool career, I've got to say, Milos Kerkez. Little bit of an immature shout to dive in there. And on a yellow card up against Semenyo, he is absolutely getting hooked at half-time, isn't he? Andy Robertson's coming on at half-time. You're getting hooked against your old teammate. That was really, really poor from him. Diving in and going straight through Adam Smith. That's not good. I think, do you know what it is with that? That to me, stinks of Milos Kerkez just wanting to try and... I'm playing against my old team. I'm playing at home at Anfield, you know, in front of my new set of home fans. He doesn't want to be made a fool out of, doesn't he? And he's trying too hard. That's what's happened here. So, disappointing from Kerkez, but I'm pretty sure that he will be hooked and Andy Robertson will be coming on, which is no bad thing. I still really rate Andy Robertson highly. Bournemouth whipped the ball in, cleared away, and Liverpool maybe on the counter potentially. Craig Kerkez coming out the FPL team. Get rid of his contract already. Listen, Kerkez is still a very good player. Very good. He's still only 21. He's still young. He's only a baby. Give him time. I think he has just tried a bit too hard in his opening game here. But this goal from Ekatike, let's just watch it back. It was McAllister, I think, who played it in, not Kerkez. But a great finish. Great finish once he gets in. Nick says penalty for Oviedo. No. No, not a penalty. Penalty missed. Salomon Rondon's missed it. Get in there. Long ball forward. And Bournemouth just knocking it around at the back. Craig R. Foley says Ekatike in my FPL low. He's going in as cap. Oh, he is your captain. Captain tonight. That's not a bad shout. Not a bad shout. Right, we're approaching the half-time whistle here. Reece, Liverpool have won the Prem already. They've paid the ref. Paid the ref to not give us the decisions, Reece. Come on. Nick A13, do we go with the win for Alaves and draw for Sociedad because their form, they don't lose but don't win? I don't know, mate. I don't know. It's the opening day of the season. I would never ever really back anyone on the opening day of the season. I don't really do much in the opening weeks of the season because it takes a while for teams to settle down. Well, 3 minutes I've added on time here at the end of the first half. Ben, I didn't know Oviajaria was at Oviedo. No, yeah, he's... to be honest, that's another video that I was going to do, is kind of like where are they now sorts of things with Liverpool players. Joe Kerkez should have been sent off. Behave yourself, that's not a red card. I'm not getting a red card for that. Radnor Splash, do you think we need Isak? 100% we need Isak, yes. We need at least... Well, not at least. We need two attackers. We need 2 more attackers, definitely. So, Isak and 1 more. So, we'll get... I'm sure we'll get 2. I'm sure we'll get 2. Yeah. Swifty, I've got mates that bet on every game. I don't gamble. I don't blame you. Don't blame you. Never see a bookie riding a bike. Reece Ekatiki's looked so good this game. It's a free kick here to Bournemouth just outside the box. Edward, good to see you. Nick Nack, Isak and Ekatiki are very similar though. They are quite similar, but I think they could play together. Shot from distance, straight into the wall, cleared away. Reece is giving me Harry Kane vibes. Harry Kane? No. FP1245, it's unwatchable for me still. I agree, mate. You know, it is unwatchable. It's a Virgin Media issue. It's affecting all channels, anyone who's on Virgin Media, which sadly I am. So yes, but there you go. Half time has just hit. Liverpool 1, Bournemouth 0. Well, according to what I've just seen on Twitter, I don't know at the minute. This one's claim for a penalty. It's not a pen, that. Thank God for that. Jesus. There is an appeal going on. Joe, Liverpool playing football is unwatchable, so it's no different. FM No Casuals, Liverpool paying refs already. Behave yourself. Right, there you go. Half time. Yeah. 1-0. Liverpool 1, Bournemouth 0. Swifty, it's been end to end at the end of the game. It has, yeah. It's been an interesting first half. I think Bournemouth, to be fair to Bournemouth, they have put in a really, really good performance. I think they can't really be faulted in terms of the performance. They've done really, really well. They've put a good shift in. I do think I'm a little bit disappointed, obviously, with the racism incident in the first half. That's put a real dampener on anything that happens tonight because it's just ridiculous, isn't it? It's just one idiot in the crowd. Just very, very sad, yeah. Very, very sad. Yeah, absolutely embarrassing. I don't know why. I don't know why people do it. I don't know how people can think it. It doesn't register with me. I have no idea. Goal aside, there was little in that. MUFC Oliver, you're so lucky. Bournemouth have been all over you. Lucky goal. Bournemouth have not been all over us. What are you talking about? How have they been all over us? They haven't been all over us. That is an absolutely ridiculous statement. Swifty, we've always had that. It's just highlighted now. It's never felt... I feel like if I was sat in a crowd and someone 2-3 rows back, or even just someone sat behind me or next to me, said or did something like that, you would get You need stewards. You'd get a collective of people going, what are you on about, mate? What are you doing? Shut up, get out. And then you'd be pointing at stewards to get them chucked out. That stuff just has no place in a civilised society. Doesn't make any sense to me. But hey, there you go. MUFC Oliver, yes, they have. How have they? How have Bournemouth been all over us? In what sense have Bournemouth been all over us? That's a ridiculous comment. Come on. Let's not be at it. Let's not be playing silly beggars. Liverpool have had more of the ball, 61% to 39%. We've had more shots on target, 4 to Bournemouth's 1. We've had more big chances. We've had more corner kicks. We've had more XG. I just don't understand. Yeah, in what world have Bournemouth been all over us when the stats say completely different? Any stat you care to look at says completely different. C. Carlin says Liverpool is there to be got at, lads. Can't see it. Can't see it. I mean, I literally can't see it. Virgin Media are having a shocker tonight. Everyone going in on Virgin Media tonight. Thank God. Is there some sort of a statement from Virgin Media? Liverpool looks sloppy. Archie Poulton, good to see you, Archie. Nick Knack 7 shots to 6. Nick Knack, I have to say, I've not experienced racist abuse inside a ground before. Abuse, yes, but not racist abuse. I mean, abuse. Listen, I'll be honest. Abuse. Nobody is privileged enough to not get abuse. So we can all. There's always abuse. You're gonna get abuse. You can't shelter yourself from hurty words. We've all probably had abuse inside football grounds at different points in our life, or certainly abuse in our life. But I don't. The racist abuse just doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. Abuse on other things, you can't really. I guess. Yeah, you can't shield people from that, but it's very sad. Very sad. Michael, if I was sat near them, I would have cracked them. Then the mad thing is that you then are the one that gets in trouble. Sam McNeil, racism, fan base, mate, and also booing the national anthem. Disgraceful. We've not played bad, mate. What do you mean, racism fan base? Liverpool aren't a racist fan base. Where's that come from? But booing the national anthem, yeah, that's nothing to do with race. Sam, we've not played bad, mate. No, Bournemouth haven't played bad at all. No, you've played really well, actually, I think. But Liverpool have just been better. I think we've started really well. MUFC Oliver, the handball in the first half to stop you going through on goal is my highlight of the day. I don't know how it wasn't given. Has to be a red card, that, doesn't it? Has to be a red card. I have no idea how it's not a red card. Crazy. Twisted Fate, I've never actually had abuse at Old Trafford, but I did have abuse from Arsenal fans after the FA Cup. Kyle, if you see that going on at a match, you absolutely have to say something because that person is representing that same club. So in a way, they represent you. Others will back you up if you speak up anyway. Well, yeah, I mean, obviously you wouldn't want them. If you're sat with them and you stay quiet when something like that happens, then you're as bad as them, effectively, aren't you? It's all going on and you're sat next to them. No chance. But, yeah, you'd have to say something. Say up. What do they say on the tube? Speak up. I know that's about something completely different, but I'm sure it's say it, see it, sorted. Something like that, innit? Nick Knack, big call to show the red for that, even if technically it was a red. I do. I think that would have been a red card. If it had gone to VAR, it was red. It has to be red. They're just showing the goal back again there. McAllister picks it up, plays it into Ekitike. He's got so much work to do there. And the fact that he gets in and then shows the composure that he does, that's just incredible. Really, really good play from Ekitike. Do you know what? If Darwin Núñez had been in that position, that would have been one where he lashed it. Like, he would have absolutely volleyed it full on at the keeper. Just laced it. Full laces straight through it. And that's the difference between Núñez and Ekitike already, I can tell you, is the fact that Ekitike, when he's got one-on-one, he has opened his body up and side-footed it. Núñez just... He was all about power. He would have just volleyed it straight at the keeper. Swifty, it's poor defending. It wasn't great defending. Yeah, they did part like the Red Sea a little bit, but when he gets through, still got to give credit where it's due. MUFC Oliver Kerkez has been shit. Don't know how Robertson ain't on. Robertson will be coming on at half-time. I guarantee you that. Yeah, Robertson definitely will be coming on at half-time. But he's still only young, Kerkez. He's very much a player for the long term. Very much a player for the long term. Michael Núñez would have laced that into the crowd. Twisted Fate. So, Key, before Gyökeres, Arsenal had the See No Trophy, Hear No Trophy celebrations. Now they signed the Speak No Trophy celebration. Oh, God, yeah, that... Is it that? Is that how he does it? Ugh. That guy, Miles, no way this game will be watched second half. It doesn't look like it's improving, does it, mate? It doesn't look like it's improving. I am on to Virgin Media at the minute to try and see what the hell is going on. But the amount of people who are complaining about it on Twitter, yeah, it's bad. Creme de la FM, what is the game like? Decent action. It's been a good game, I think. Yeah, there's been opportunities at both ends of the pitch. Yeah, every single person on Virgin Media are complaining. So it's a nationwide Virgin Media issue. If anyone's on Virgin Media, you're probably experiencing the same things, the same problems we are. Twisted Fate is Virgin TV down. It isn't quite... Well, it is. Basically, it's down, yeah. It's... the screen's really pixelated. That's all. It just... It's the audio's fine, but every so often it's like you... Yeah... You just see like the outline of things. It's like it goes all funny, so you can't really watch it. I'm just hoping that it improves coming into the second half, because if it's this bad, it really is unwatchable, I would say. That guy Miles, it's on every channel. Imagine the Prem is back and we're gassed, then Virgin happens. Creme de la FM, I believe we've established that. MUFC Oliver, I think Gakpo has been absent on the left, in my opinion. Yeah, Gakpo's not been fantastic. I think the entire left side, though, Kerkez and Gakpo, neither of them have really pushed on or been enough of a threat. And that's one of the issues. We have to see more attackers come in. I think if we've got another winger coming in, which seems to be the case, Liverpool are going to get Isak and another winger. It just gives us options, so we're not totally reliant on Gakpo there. Nick Nack, I forgot Gakpo was even playing. Yeah, he's had a bad night. He didn't have a great game in the Community Shield, though, it has to be said. He missed an absolute sitter in the Community Shield, didn't he? But we're approaching the second half of this game, and yeah, I still think Liverpool will see this one through. That guy Miles, I will say, is an Arsenal fan. Listening to You'll Never Walk Alone before the game, it made me teary. Football is our community. Yeah, it was nice, wasn't it? MUFC Oliver, I'm not saying Gakpo's a bad player, or I'm not saying he's a bad player, but Salah hasn't created as much as I would have thought. Again, it's still early days, mate. Still early days. Salah will be focused so much on scoring again. He's scored on every opening day, hasn't he? So I'm sure he'll just be focused on that. JRT92, thoughts on the disgraceful racial abuse? Well, we've talked an awful lot about it. It's yeah, it's indefensible. The person, the fan in the crowd, whoever it is, will have been identified and thrown out pretty quickly. Yeah, it's very sad. Very, very sad. And hopefully it's not affected Semenyo sufficiently that he can, continue in the second half and he can continue. I'd like to think that it's something. Obviously, it's going to be upsetting, but hopefully it's not something that prevents the game continuing and doesn't prevent him from playing in the second half and playing to his best, because he was really, really good in the first half. B. McCarron, are you watching Villa tomorrow? I certainly am, mate. Yes, I'm live early doors for Villa and Newcastle tomorrow. So if you want to join me for that, then make sure you've liked, make sure you've followed up here, make sure you've gone to YouTube and subscribed as well, Premier League Dad. Nick Nat, credit to Bournemouth that they've been so quiet. Yeah, that's probably fair too. Certainly, I would say on the right-hand side, Semenyo has done a really good job tracking back. He's kept Kerkez back the other way. Kerkez hasn't really been able to get beyond Gakpo at any point, and that's one of the things I would have thought. Denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity is being brought up here on the screen. I have no understanding at all how that cannot be dog-so. Denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. For me, clearest pen you're likely to see. That guy Miles, true what they say, decisions level out versus Palace, they didn't get one, today you didn't. Mate, no, that's not the same. That's not the same. That isn't the same as that one. That isn't the same as that one. Michael, if I was Slot, I would tell the players defend the shit out of the 1-0. No, we can't do that. Christ, we'll definitely fall to bits if we do that. We need to go again. We need to go and get another one. If we don't get another one, we'll probably end up losing the game. Like I said, 2-1 is the prediction I went for. I absolutely can see Bournemouth getting a goal. Twisted Fate, whose pen? The Akatiki foul. What are you on about? No, I think he was on about the penalty when McAllister in the Community Shield final, when McAllister, the ball kind of bounced off him and he wasn't even looking at it, it just hit his hand in the penalty area, so Palace would have had a pen in the Community Shield. Whereas in this one, he literally does swipe at it. I think that's a deliberate denial of a goal-scoring opportunity, whereas McAllister, it just hit his hand. I don't like seeing penalties given for that. Whether or not it should still be one, I don't know. That guy Miles, McAllister handball clear today, even more clear, bro. Both pens, VAR's a joke. No, it wouldn't. No, today's wouldn't have been a pen. Today's wouldn't have been a pen. Today's would have been a red card. It was on the halfway line, mate. So it wouldn't have been a pen. But McAllister's, there's a big difference to today's one, because McAllister's wasn't deliberate, was it? It hit his hand. He wasn't even looking at it. I don't like that as a penalty. I don't want to see those given as penalties. It's quite sad when you see those given as penalties. Daniel, sometimes you just feel like a basketballer for a second. Right, well, we are ready to start the second half here. Sadly, I'll be honest, it's not massively improved with Virgin Media. Sam, what score? It's 1-0 to Liverpool, mate. Daniel, would you take 1-0? Of course you'd take 1-0. I'd take 1-0 all day. 1-0's 3 points. Win every game 1-0, you've won the league. I mean, yeah, 1-0, absolutely. I'd take this now. Snatch your hand off for 1-0. Ben, I'd love a second half goal for Hugo here. He'd be the most confident man on the planet, and for us, that's a great thing to have. It's true enough, yeah. Twisted Fate, to be fair, when those go into my team's favour. Oh, claim for a foul there. Good tackle from Truffer, I think. To be fair, even when those go into my team's favour and we get the pen, I feel unjustified to defend the call. It shouldn't be a pen. Okay, ball whipped in for Liverpool. Headed over. Ekatike again getting on the end of everything, to be honest here. Oh, there you go. Virgin Media goes down, leaving tens of thousands with internet and TV issue as outage hits customers. Virgin Media is facing another massive outage as tens of thousands of customers say they've been left offline. Complaints began flooding in around 8:05 p.m. before skyrocketing to 80,000 by 8:35, according to Down Detector. Virgin Media has roughly 3.2 million internet call or TV mobile customers. If you're one of the potentially thousands who has experienced an outage, you can check your broadband and mobile service status online. Plus, you can complain and apply for compensation. Aye, well, I will be. I will be, Virgin Media. Just so you're aware. Absolutely. Honestly, it's a good job you can laugh. You can laugh. If you can't laugh, you can't do anything. But it's just ridiculous. This. You can't. It's not you can watch it. You can't watch it. Just pixelated. You can barely see what's going on. And the audio's still on. I'm basically just listening to the radio at this point and seeing the outlines of figures. Gakpo! Yes! Gakpo! 2-0! There he is. We give him plenty of stick, Cody. We have given plenty of stick tonight, but that was a very, very good goal. I know I've been saying it's been pixelated, but that actually has been a very good goal. For a moment there, it cleared. It all cleared. The defence cleared. It opened up, and Cody Gakpo drills it into the bottom corner. Getting Cody Gakpo 2-0. That should be game over now. And he points to the sky for Diogo. Really, really smart play, that from Liverpool. Great play. Galatasaray 2-0 up against Karagümrük as well. But there you go. Liverpool 2. Bournemouth 0 on the opening day. Took it very, very well, yeah. Absolutely agree, you'd have to say. Do you know what? Even the service status checker, the Virgin Media service status checker is down. That's how bad it is. Thank you for the follow, Bob Mack. Sweet Lord. The one night that you don't want Virgin Media to go down, it's tonight. Yeah, never let it be forgot how good a player Cody Gakpo is, by the way. He is one of those players that's maybe underappreciated at times. And obviously we're looking at a new winger for that side of the pitch. So there's going to be people who say, oh yeah, I think we can get better. We'll get a great new shiny player in and we'll put Cody Gakpo on the bench. Don't find many better left wingers than Cody Gakpo. There's not too many of them around. He gets into pretty much every other Premier League side, I think. Ben, he passes it in the goal. Beautiful. 3 points in the bag, surely, says Ben. Celtic 4-0 up against Falkirk here now. Swifty, Liverpool starting to play a little bit more now. Yeah, starting to be a bit more... Yeah, getting a bit more out of today's game now. Daniel, Gakpo is decent. He is a quiet presence. That is a wonderfully poetic descriptor. He has a quiet presence. Oh, another big chance there, Petrovic. Did well to save that one and tip it wide from McAllister. Liverpool really, really applying the pressure now, and this one might be the sort of big victory that we need on the opening day. Salah is going to be gutted if he doesn't get an opening day goal. It's a good save, that. Two good saves from distance, it has to be said, from Petrovic. Shark, surely Chiesa starts over Gakpo. Would love to see him play. That's got to be a wind-up. Surely that's a wind-up, Shark. Oh, it's kicking off on the... It's kicking off in the box now. Gakpo and somebody. Andoni Iraola will be fighting to avoid relegation this season. Johnny, all 3 teams in the ACA, 2 up. No, Iraola won't be fighting to avoid relegation. These are going to be fine. These are going to be... I think these are going to be mid-table. Oh, Villarreal, Liverpool, Rennes. I just need Marseille. I just need Marseille. If I can get Marseille in. I might cash Marseille. Daniel, they were mid-table last season and had their star-studded defence ripped from them. They did, but I still think that they had a chance going into the last few weeks of the season. They weren't far off those European places. There was a time, actually, where Bournemouth were in the mix for Champions League at one point. Hang on a minute. I might have found a fix here, lads and lasses. I might have found a fix. Oh, it didn't work. Right, someone just said, anyone watching the football on Virgin Media, TV guide, select channel, watch from start, and then fast forward to just before the live picture. Pixelation gone. God, this is so annoying. Marseille against 10 men for 25 to 30 minutes, so it'll just be a barrage on goal. Jess Cundy, anyone a problem with the Virgin signal? Yes, Jess. Everyone is down. Virgins down everywhere. So yeah, it's something that's unfortunately happening to everyone at the moment. Every single person with Virgin Media struggling. H-Stone need a Salah goal involvement here. If Sunderland and United do better than expected, they could be down there, but they'll get 40 plus points. Swifty says, you think that Bournemouth would add a couple too? Yeah, listen, Bournemouth are still going to be very, very active. For a kick-off, Dango Ouattara's going to Brentford, so they're going to be replacing people. Obviously, they're bringing in, is it Adley? Adley coming in, that's not a bad signing from, I think it's from Leverkusen, isn't it? So yeah, not bad at all. How do you select watch from start on Virgin Media? Does anyone know how to select watch from start? I don't know if we can do it. You can't do it, can you? Yeah, apparently that works. Apparently that works. If you've got Virgin Media, if you are struggling, this is one of the issues or one of the potential fixes is you have to select watch from start and then fast forward to just before the pixelation and then you can watch it. Bournemouth, big chance. What? Oh, Ali! Oh, Alisson very nearly getting us in trouble there. Oh my God. You can't click watch from start. How can you click watch from start? Daniel, scroll up, I've told you. Change channel, go on TV guide, select the game. I've done that. So I've scrolled up, I've gone on to something else, go on to TV channel. There's no watch from start. Watch from start ain't an option. Watch from start isn't even an option. Where's watch from start? Watch from start isn't an option. There is no watch from start. It's just so glitchy. It's still watchable just about, but it's so glitchy. Endo at right back. Has to be, doesn't it? There should be an option to watch live or watch from the start. There isn't. There isn't. There's no option at all. If the show has already started, you can use the start over feature to watch from the beginning. Alternatively, you can find the show in the catch-up section. Can you? I don't think you can get it on catch-up. Galatasaray 3-0. Yeah, I've just put Friday night, see if I can get Friday night football, but it's all Friday night dinner. And Jason from Friday the 13th. Yeah, no, it's a non-starter. It ain't working. Don't know if it's just maybe I've got a Duff Virgin box. Oh, unlucky. Vert with a shot. Better. Much better from him. Have you tried switching the box off at the wall and switching it back on again? Dare I try that? Daniel, how old is your box? Fairly new, to be honest. It came out not that long ago and bought and replaced it because it was one of them where, do you know, I don't know if you've ever had it happen before. Do you know when we had a storm and the lightning must have hit the house? Oh no. 2-1. Semenyo scored. Knew it would happen. 2-1. I said 2-1. I said 2-1. Oh. You give you chances. We said it. We give you chances. So grim. Is he on? Oh, that's sloppy. It's a good goal. There's your Semenyo goal. Right, let's try that then quickly. Let's try it. Why not? Can't hurt, can it? Right, let's try it. Can't fail. Let's see how that goes. There's your Semenyo goal. Makes the game interesting. He is on. Yeah. Creme de la FM. What is the name of Girona's goalkeeper? I don't know. Girona's goalkeeper. Couldn't tell you. Could not tell you. Desperately need that Marseille goal. I might have to cash Marseille. Oh, Paolo. All right, yeah. Right, well, we can only hope now, maybe, that Virgin Media's outage has sorted itself out. You'll have to keep me updated because it's gone off for a second. What's going on with the view for the game? Well, it's restarting. It's restarting. I've done the old switch the box off, switch it back on, because Virgin Media has gone down nationwide. So it's just restarting up now. It'll be back on in 2 seconds. So it's either going to come back on and it'll be pixelated, or it'll come back on and it'll be absolutely sound, which I'm hoping for. But yeah, everyone across the country is having issues with Virgin Media. That was a good goal, wasn't it? That was a really good goal. Just watching it back there. Very good finish for Semenyo. It's not 2-2, Daniel. Don't wind me up. Don't wind me up. Swifty, you tried a daft flick in midfield. I wish I could tell you. I wish I could tell you. Virgin Media are responsible for this. Yeah, but it'd be sound if Virgin Media managed, to do what we pay them for. And then we could actually watch the game of footy that we've said we'd like to watch today. That'd be lovely. Apparently Robertson didn't track his runner either. Yeah, Daniel, don't wind me up. Don't wind me up. I'm not in the mood. I don't need it right now. I'm dealing with Virgin Media, for God's sake. Apparently you can claim compensation for tonight. And everyone, you got loads of angry football fans phoning Virgin Media up. Swifty, this has got 2-2 written all over it. I don't disagree with you, to be honest. The way that it was going even before Semenyo scored, it didn't look all that. We didn't look all that composed. No, it's still absolutely shocking. So no, it hasn't fixed it at all, for what it's worth. No, hasn't fixed it at all. You better not bottle this now, Liverpool. You better not bottle this now. Not on the opening day. To be honest, that isn't actually a bad shout. That isn't actually a bad shout. I could do that, If I've got it. Where is it? Where is it? Ooh, hang on a minute. I think you've just given me an idea there. Oh, no! Come on! Canate is all over the place here. Canate is having an absolute shocker. He's having an absolute shocker here. Right. All Bournemouth now. Yep, all Bournemouth now. It is indeed. Just need to hang on at this point. Just hang on. Hang on. Yeah, Konate's been shocking. He has been really bad. Curtis. Hit it, Cody. Oh, come on. Should have done better there. Had to do better. Touches inside opposition box. Liverpool 23, Bournemouth 25. Oh, that's not good. That isn't good. We fell apart, haven't we? Second half. Okay, is that Alex Scott coming off for Traore coming on? Daniel, it's following the same script as the Palace game. Yeah. Certainly is. Yeah, Traore came on. So we've had Jones come on for McAllister. Joe Gomez came on for Ekitike, didn't he? Robertson for Kerkez, Endo for Frimpong. So we've had 4 changes. Is there anyone else maybe that we could bring on to kind of slow Bournemouth's? There's not really a whole lot on the bench, is there? Maybe Harvey Elliott, maybe Rio Ngamoa on that right hand side for Cody Gakpo, but you don't want to bring a 16-year-old on into a game like this. You need someone who's going to kind of cover and get back, and yeah, you don't want that. I don't think he changes anymore. He can't really bring anyone else on. Chiesa at a push, experienced international, very intelligent. You could maybe see him coming on, but yeah, I don't think anyone else does. 3-star Reds, one more shot on target from Salah for 56. Nice. Nick Nack, your prediction looks good. Yeah, well, 2-1. 2-1 was my shout early in the game. Salah. Good block. And now Bournemouth on the counter. Oh no. Big chance on the counter. 4-on-2 here. Semenyo, stop it. Oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Honestly, it's been coming. It's been coming. You could see that a fucking mile off. You could see that a mile off. We just backed off and backed off and backed off. Oh, come on. And you look at Slot. Nothing we could do with that. But no, there is we could do. There's a lot we could do with that. Absolutely shocking. Just shocking defensively. Parting like the Red Sea. And it comes back to what I said before this game. Legs in midfield. Legs in midfield. Gravenberch, we miss him. In these sorts of games, we miss him. And it's just so... You could see it coming a mile off. Oh, it's a great finish. It's a fabulous finish. There's nothing you can say. Alisson, nothing he could do about that. A really, really solid finish from Antoine Semenyo. Just, gutting. Fucking hell. Absolutely shocking. Konate as well. Oh, Konate. And you know, hey, yeah, and you're right, you're right. Don't rule out Bournemouth winning this now. Don't rule them out. This could get worse. This could get worse before it gets better. Daniel called it. It's following the same script as the Palace game. You said it. Definitely don't bring Rio on. You do not. Do you know what? That'd be an absolute cop-out to bring Rio on. It's the defence. Honestly, it's Konate has been all over the place at the back. Konate's had a bad day. He's had a very, very bad day. A very bad day. All came from Salah giving it away. That's true. That is true. Salah losing the ball in silly positions, but also just being easy to break on. Again, it does come back to, like I said, legs. Legs in midfield. Legs in midfield. There's still time. I mean, again, if we are the champions that we all claim to be, if we are able to actually, stop this. It feels like once we concede one, we're going to concede more. We've gone from being these mentality monsters to these we're like fragile. We're like Pringles, crumbling under the slightest bit of pressure. Soon as one goes in, these are for the taking. Honestly, I feel like Sean Dyche when he was Burnley manager against Everton. You'd be saying to these Bournemouth players, these don't know how to win a game. Don't know what it is. Mentality monsters to mentality mice overnight. What's the keeper doing? What's the keeper doing? Oh, I tell you what, we very nearly got in there again. What's happening? Hit it! Hit it! Oh! Fucking hell, again! Again! Knick-knack, Bournemouth have been good though. They have been good. They've been full value, I would say, for a point at this point. I can't fault them. Can't fault them. They've deserved it. They have deserved the point. It's just really frustrating that we've been so fragile. Like I said, again, the opening two games of this season, the Charity Shield and this one, we have learned so much from. And I tell you what, next week, doesn't matter what happens tonight. Well, it does matter, of course it matters. But I'll tell you something. Next week, we are walking into a burr pit at St. James's Park. An absolute burr pit. And these will fall to bits again. They'll fall to bits again. They'll crumble at St. James's Park if we're not careful. Daniel, you were playing with fire saying the game was over. I didn't say the game was over. Didn't say the game was... I don't think I did anyway. I hope I didn't. So I think I was reading a comment. Someone said game over now. I didn't think it was game over at 2-0. I always thought Bournemouth would get one. At least. I just didn't think we would crumble in the way that we have. Alright, Florian Wirtz coming off. I imagine, is it Harvey Elliott coming on? That seems the most obvious change, maybe. Oh, it's Chiesa. Chiesa. Federico. Son of Enrico. If Chiesa wins this now, the roof comes off. The roof comes off if Chiesa manages to win it. I don't think we haven't really created much though second half. Even admittedly from what I can see on the pixels. Come on. Jones, good play. Salah, cleared away. Lads. How are we doing this? How are we in this position yet again? Liam, all these people saying Liverpool ain't winning nothing makes me laugh. League is a marathon, not a sprint. That's incredibly true, yeah. That's very true. Don't win anything on the opening day. Still plenty of twists and turns in this one. And Liverpool still have an awful lot more to spend, by the way. I think Liverpool will sign probably at least another 3 players before the end of this window. At least another 2, sorry. We've already signed 1 today, Giovanni Leone. But imagine at least another 2 come in, if not 3 maybe. LW4, who would you put in a swap deal for Isak? I wouldn't. I wouldn't put anyone in a swap deal for Isak. Nick Nack, you only started playing when it went 2-2. We haven't. We haven't started playing at 2-2 though. It feels like we're panicking a bit more at 2-2, but I still think that's there's a huge opportunity here for Bournemouth to go and win it. Steve, evening Key, looking suave on the start of the suave. I'm guessing that is on the Premier. Well, that's not a deliberate thing, but yeah, thank you, appreciate it. Swifty, this is why I don't fancy Liverpool. This team needs time. It's not a huge change to the team though. It does need time, but I still think we're the best team in the competition. We've made as many changes as City and Arsenal have to the first 11, really. Well, changes again afoot. Creme de la FM, the foundation's still there. Yeah, foundation's absolutely still there, I think, for Liverpool, but this is a red flag. This is a red flag, and I think it does highlight midfield. Honestly, it really does highlight midfield. I can't believe how fragile we've been. It was the one thing I said after the Community Shield, that we were really, really soft. A really soft underbelly to this Liverpool side in midfield. McAllister was shocking. He was so bad. And tonight, Szoboszlai, McAllister, Wirtz doesn't work. Do you know what? I will dine out on that until the end of the season. I said it last season when we were playing Diaz, Gakpo and Salah as a front 3. I said Diaz, Gakpo and Salah does not work. Doesn't work. Diaz, Gakpo, Salah as a front 3 doesn't work. It doesn't chime. Oh, here we go. That's odd. Live has been restricted due to alcohol. Not got any alcohol. Odd. HGTXV, no balance on the mid. I'm not consuming alcohol. What are you on about? Gravenberg still to come in. It's the midfield. It is the midfield. The midfield has left the defence overexposed. That's been the problem. Just a really, really poor night of football all round. What a disappointing start this is to the Premier League season for Liverpool. There you go, HGTXV. You said it, mate. This is a very poor way to start the season. It is. It's incredibly poor. Really, really disappointing from Liverpool. Yeah, very, very disappointing. Nick Nack, it's not a normal thing to come back from 2 down at Anfield. No, yeah, that's... And you've got to give plaudits to Bournemouth for that. Still 5 minutes to go. I still think there might be another goal in this one. Whether it's to Bournemouth or Liverpool, I don't know yet. Reveal clothing. If they play like this against Arsenal, it won't look good. Won't matter. Won't matter. Arsenal will drop points everywhere else. Arsenal could beat us twice if they want. They'll drop points everywhere else. They do it all the time. Arteta don't know what day of week it is. City I'm worried about. I'm not worried about Arsenal. Mason, even more poor with the TV glitches. Well, yeah, I mean, listen, Virgin Media's been bad enough. Still time to nick a winner, says Nick Nack. Yeah, absolutely there is for both teams. Both teams could still get a winner. That's a foul, ref. Come on. Get him booked. Get him carded. Truffert with the card, surely. Creme de la FM, I've got Semenyo in my FPL. What a start. Do you know who we miss? Joel Matip. Joel Matip would sort this defence right out. Ben, if we turn up like this in Newcastle, they'll do us, especially with the atmosphere they'll produce. Yeah, honestly, we get ran all over St James's if we turn up like this. Itty! Oh, scrappy, sloppy, cleared away. Five to go here. Ball in, chance! Oh! Itty! Yes! Get in there! They've won it! Chiesa! I said it would be him! Yes! Federico! Oh! Federico Chiesa's done it! Yes! 3-2! Contract for life! Yes! Look who it is! I called it! Yes! Chiesa! Yes! Last minute! Chiesa at the Kop! He's done it, the lad! Have that! Yes! What a finish! What a finish that is! Ah, Federico! Oh, one word from Arne Slot and he said ciao. Leg it, Juve, I'm a Kopite now. Get in there! Yes! Yes, there he is. Instinctive from Feddy. Contract for life, the lad. We don't need another wide player. Keep him. Yes! That was liquid football. Oh, 3-2. Oh, don't let it be 3-3 now. Don't let these pinch it the other end. Oh my God, Bournemouth have got a corner. I thought that was a penalty then. Oh my goodness me. D28 missed it. Key back at it again. I know, I said it. Chiesa on the bench. Chiesa off the bench to win it. I should have backed that. Chiesa off the bench to win it. You can't write this stuff. You can't write it. Key, stop smiling. You're making me smile and I don't want to smile. Oh, even United fans are loving it. Oh, it's brilliant. Right, here we go. Corner to Bournemouth. Don't break my heart now. Don't break my heart. My achy breaky heart. No chance. Come on. Let's have it. Let's get it away now. Two changes. Krupi and Hill on for Adams and Smith. Oh, we said about this Krupi as well, didn't we? Krupi was the one we said stay away from. Don't let him get on. Good finisher, Krupi. Good young player. Get it away. Get it away. Six added minutes. Where have they come from? Hi. Get it away. Are we sweating against Bournemouth on the opening day? Jesus Christ. Not knocking Bournemouth like, but how are we in this situation? Our own creation yet again. Despair to elation in a matter of seconds. And do you know what's brilliant? How many United fans and Everton fans we've had in the chat. I can't tell you how many Everton fans and United fans have popped in the chat here and said, "Way, get in, way, you've threw it away, way." Chat's immediately gone quiet. It's brilliant. Leg it, lads. Creme de la FM, that's the Prem for you. Adrenaline. An absolute finish. Still time for 3-3, says, be yourself, Dylan. Absolutely, Dylan. There absolutely could be time, but I don't think it's going to be. I think it's going to be Chiesa's night. We're going to be talking about that, lad. The song is booming around Anfield. Federico Chiesa's song. Federico, he came to win. One word from Arne Slot and he said ciao. Fuck off, Juve, I'm a Kopite now. It's an absolutely unbelievable finish. And an unbelievable night for that man who has been doubted by most, to be honest. Doubted by me. I've said we need to sell him. We need to get shut of him. Not necessarily because he's not a good player. More so because he's not going to get the opportunities here. But he's been so professional at every single point. He's wanted to keep... He's played with a smile on his face. He is defying all of the, Italians coming to the Premier League and maybe not thriving. Italians coming to Liverpool and flopping. We've had a lot of Italians who haven't quite done it at the club. Hopefully Chiesa and Leone are the end of that, because we've had many over the years. Barini, Aquilani, Balotelli. Get it away. Barini, Aquilani, Balotelli, Padelli. Gabriel Paletta, funnily enough, who was Argentinian when he was at Liverpool, but then he's Italian when he leaves. So we've had all sorts of Italians at the club over the years, and none of them have been particularly successful. These two might just buck that trend. I love nights like this. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. James Greer, my team won better in Scotland. Your team? Who's your team, James? Twisted Fate says Semenyo's been quality today, to be fair. I might have to redo my table prediction. Bournemouth are looking better. Bournemouth have been good. And listen, like I said, they're no mugs. Andoni Iraola, very good manager. Semenyo, a very, very decent player. He's in again here. Go on, Mo. Give it off, lad. Hit it. Give it off. Salah! He's done it again on the opening day! Yes! Mo Salah on the opening day again! 4-2 Liverpool! Woo-hoo! Get in there! Yes, lads! 4-2. Mo, bottom right corner. He was never laying that one off. He was always going to give it a go himself, and he's done it. Mo and Federico to the rescue. What a night. What a result. 4-2. We just, do you know what it was? We just 4D chess. It was just, we just lulled you all into that false sense of security. Liverpool are throwing it away. They're shocking. They're never going to win the title. Whoa, lads. Just the old bait and switch straight in. Salah, Chiesa, job done. 4-2. On your bike, Bournemouth. Back on the coach down south with 0 points in the bag for you. What an absolutely wonderful performance this was. Sensational from start to finish. I won't hear a word against it. Absolutely sensational. Game over now, Swifty. Yes. Game over now. I said game over before. I never doubted him. Never doubted him for a moment. James Greer, you must know the best in Scotland. Hibs. Shay472 says jammy bar stewards. Nothing jammy about it. That lad scored on the opening day every season running. He's done it again. And he's level with Andy Cole now. The great Andy Cole. Mo Salah. Twisted Fate. Shay, we might dislike Liverpool, but don't be bitter. Yeah, don't be bitter, Shay. Ekatike goal, Salah goal, Chiesa goal, Cody Gakpo goal. Player of the match, Hugo Ekatike. I like that. I think you'd have to give it Chiesa. I'm sorry, I'm not having that. Listen, Hugo's been terrific. He's been absolutely terrific. But I'm not having... you can't give the man of the match to anyone other than Federico Chiesa. I'm sorry. Has to be Chiesa for me. It has to be. There it is, full time. The Reds have done it. 4-2 on the opening day. Oh, it's justice. Absolutely fantastic performance from the lads. Federico Chiesa, I'm so made up for him. I am so made up for Federico Chiesa. It's a brilliant performance to turn it round from Bournemouth, and an even brillianter performance from the Reds to get the job done. 4-2 on the night. Over to you, City and Arsenal. 3 points on the board. The Reds are top, as we intend to be at the end of the season. 3 points. Giovanni Van Bronckhorst giving a bit. Look at that. Look at them all going straight over to Chiesa. Arne Slot has immediately gone over to Semenyo, by the way. That is a really nice, well, not a nice touch, but as you'd expect from the manager, the custodian of Liverpool Football Club, he's gone straight onto the pitch. He hasn't gone to his players. Arne Slot has immediately gone over to Antoine Semenyo to apologise, I imagine, to say what an absolutely abhorrent thing is. And you know, we will do absolutely everything we can as a club to ensure that person never sets foot inside Anfield again. We'll punish them the full extent. We'll support you as much as we can. Do everything you can possibly do, because that is absolutely ridiculous, unacceptable, doesn't represent Liverpool one bit. So whoever that moron is behind the goal, who said those things, you have taken the shine off your own night. You haven't taken the shine off Liverpool Football Club. A great performance on the field to turn it round and get those 3 points on the opening night. Oh, you love it. You absolutely love it. Right. Well, I'm just, yeah. I feel drained after that, I'll be honest. Michael says, Jota looking down and smiling. I'm sure he would be. I'm sure he would be, mate. Yeah, Twisted Fate. Wirtz wasn't very good today. Being honest, Ekatike impressed me more, and so did Chiesa. I mean, yeah, Wirtz. I think Wirtz wasn't brilliant, but I don't think he was terrible either. I think, again, Salah did nothing really all game, and then he pops up at the end and scores a goal that seals the night. So, just one of them things. I think there's still time. We've signed Wirtz not for the next 3 months. We've signed him for the next 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years. So we've got to remember that. Kyle, got to head out now. Good result, bro. Cheers for the stream. Take it easy, man. Absolutely, mate. Kyle, good to see you as always. Nick Naku got the 4th, missed it. It was Mo Salah. Gru, hey big fella, how's it going, man? Good to see you. I'll be going getting me cut in a few days' time. I definitely need to go. And I feel better now after that. What a performance. What a goal from the lads. Love it. Ekatike, brilliant. Chiesa with that at the end. Oh, made up with it. Right. I am off. Did 10 Men Ren win? Yeah, 10 Men Ren. 10 Men Ren beating Marseille. 1-0. Huge. Ben Twist Kanate was a disgrace in terms of performance. I don't know. I think Kanate's head was all over the place a little bit tonight, but I will say I don't think it's... Oh, Salah's crying. Salah's crying. He is upset. Yeah. Very, very sad. Oh. Very sad. Poor fella. Fans in the stands are all crying as well. I'm choked up, but you can see Salah is visibly upset, and that was a huge win for the players to turn that round, I think. But yeah, listen, Kanate, I have to say, I think you've got to remember, I think our midfield did play a big part in exposing the back two tonight. Van Dijk and Kanate were basically on their own at the back. So I think you've got to remember that. It wasn't just about how bad Kanate was, but I think he wasn't great, but the midfield really did not give him any protection at all. The midfield three, I'm going to keep going on record. I will keep saying it as long as I have got breath in my bones. I'm telling you, McAllister, Szoboszlai, Wirtz does not work. It does not work as a midfield three. It never will work as a midfield three. If we start with those three in midfield, I immediately feel we're vulnerable. We don't have any... We need Gravenberch in there. If we don't have Gravenberch in there, then I think we have to start thinking about putting Bajcetic in. That's the only option, really. It's the only option. I don't see any other alternative. Because Endo hasn't really got the legs. Curtis Jones certainly hasn't got the legs. He isn't a 6. The only other number 6 we have, if it's not Gravenberch, is Bajcetic. So... And we sold Tyler Morton. Tyler Morton would have been the other one. So we definitely need something in midfield, Liverpool. And I hope that Arne Slot has not taken that so casually. I hope he has looked at what's happened in the Charity Shield, and he's looked at what's happened tonight and seen that we've conceded goals in transition so badly that it won't. Honestly, Man City and Arsenal, dare I say, will absolutely leg us all over the pitch. If we are playing like that, I don't think we'll be that open against those teams. But it was so vulnerable in transition there. Tom, what was the issue when the game was paused? Hang on a minute, Oliver. Don't say racist Liverpool fans like it was multiple people. It was one person behind the stands, and they were found and identified and thrown out. One person has been found and identified and thrown out the ground, and they'll never come into Anfield again. So some person, some absolute moron, some idiot has said something disgraceful to Semenyo, and that's why the game was stopped. Creme de la FM. In my bones, I said. Sorry, Tom, racist. It was to Semenyo. Yeah, it was to Semenyo. Nick Nack, any tips for tomorrow? Yes, I have got tips for tomorrow. So, I'm going live. I'll be live tomorrow at 11:30, right? I'm live tomorrow at 11:30. I think I might even be live at 11. The game, the Aston Villa Newcastle game is at 12:30 tomorrow, right? I am going to be live at either 11 or 11:30. I can't remember what time I've scheduled it for, but I'll be live tomorrow morning, right? I'll be talking about my predictions. I'm not going to call them BETS because the stream and everything will pick that up. So, I'm going to talk about my predictions, my tips for the weekend. If you want to join, if you want to get involved with that, then make sure you've followed. Make sure you've gone to YouTube and followed Premier League Dad. I'll be live at 11 o'clock, at 11:30, whenever it is, tomorrow morning. And now we're also ahead of the Aston Villa Newcastle game, and I'll be doing the watch-along for that as well. So we'll be talking about all that stuff, and I'll be getting your tips as well. I want to hear from you, but I'll share with you my slip for the weekend, and you can see if there's any on there that you want to pick. I'll see you all tomorrow for the Villa Newcastle game. We'll be talking more about tonight's game then, and we'll be talking about all the other stuff, all the weekend's footy. Caleb, what about City? What about City? I'm live for them all tomorrow, mate. I've got 3 games tomorrow. I'm live for Villa Newcastle. Straight after that, I'm doing Sunderland against West Ham, and then straight after that, we're doing Wolves against City. So I am live from about 11 o'clock to about 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Sat right here, watching the footy with you. Lots of love. Listen, I'm going to go and get my head down and chill before a big day of footy tomorrow. See you later, and lots of love. Enjoy your night.